go, people. Alexa, stop. All right, I'm on time. Alexa reminded me. She's such a good little timekeeper. Hey, go, people. What we got here? Wow, it says I got 160 people already. Holy shit. My brothers and sisters here to fight the war. Damn. Saturday night. All right, when this wine's gone, I'm gone. Like a prom dress on prom night. I'm out of here. All right, let's see here. He's on time. Everything. He's on time first time. Really? I'm on time like most of the time. Hey, look what I just got in the mail. Ooh. Oh, my COVID test. My free COVID test from the government. That's, where's it at? Made in China. Right over here somewhere. Let me see where it says made in China. Damn, that light's really bright. Woo. So it says the USA, and then it says in little letters, made in China. I don't know if you guys could read that. It's not focusing on that very well, is it? Anyway, I only ordered it like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago when it first came out. It just came in today. Fancy U.S. mail. Wow. 2 tests. Actually, I got 2 of these boxes. What's some other stuff I wanted to show? This is pretty good coffee. It's not too bad. If you like it, Redneck Roast. Somebody sent me that. I finished it. It's pretty good. Someone also sent me this Kicking Horse coffee, and it's pretty good. So those, and then this. Who knows what this is? Anybody know what this is? This was a freaking light I installed, an LED light I installed on my pump house so I'd know when my pump was on. Well, I went out there the other day and the light wasn't working, and I was like, shit, I wonder what happened. And my temperature was low. A mouse had chewed through all my freaking spray-on foam, went in there and chewed my damn light that was laying on the ground. And I hope it freaking shocked the shit out of him. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. They might take that as animal abuse because I'm wishing harm on a freaking mouse that's freaking, I'm about ready to freaking go crazy on. Judy's here. Hi, boys. Nice pistols. Look at those pistols. Those are nice little pistols. All right. What the hell else did I want to show? I thought I had something else up here. Oh, somebody sent me this. The guy who does the wheelchair defense shit. Somebody sent me his book. I swear, man, if y'all saw me opening my mail at the post office box, I usually get my shit at the post office box and I go to the car and I open it up. And as soon as I opened this up, I started busting up laughing. I was laughing my ass off. Wheelchair defense. The Tao of Master Ken. The dojo of Master Ken. That was great. All right. So where the hell are we at here? Let me get some comments here. Greetings from Central Arizona. Arizona. That's where Lee's hanging out at. Wheelchair is on. That video was freaking great. Mice like electricity. It's like cocaine. Well, good. I'd like to give them a whole bunch of cocaine. I'd like to be the government and be getting out free crack pipes. $30 million for free crack pipes for racial equity. Mine's going to be mice equity. I want to give out free electricity. How about that shit? Alabama here. I bet that Ford dealer would fix it. Hey, the Ford dealer, then they hooked me up. I'm telling you. They were kind of weaseling out on that free because when I talked to the other GM, he said, look, we owe you a tent. We're going to pay you 10. And I kept asking for something in writing, even though I had it recorded. So if they tried to weasel out, I would have raised hell with the recording. But anyway, then I called and then the old GM's gone. The new GM's there. And I was like, shit. And so they weren't answering my emails, like 3 emails. And I was like, figures, you guys are being a weasel, blah, blah. Somehow, when I sent my last message about, since you guys aren't answering, you owe me and I have it on tape or something like that, I sent it to the GM, the finance director, I just went on their line. I got all their websites. I sent it to all the top guys. Well, the finance director called me back. Man, he's a good dude. And he had an accent. I go, dude, are you from Boston? He goes, yeah, don't hold it against me. I've been in California. I've been out of California or out of Boston a long time. And, you know, I'm in Texas now. He goes, don't hold it against me. He was really a nice guy, but I could hear his little Boston accent. And he goes, dude, the last GM said, we owe you 10. We owe you 10. And he goes, well, here's a guy. I'll have a guy call you and he'll schedule it. I go, cool. And so they scheduled me for 10. And when Toyota tried to put my 10 on, they charged me 10. And when I took it back there, they go, okay, this tent only covers the front windows. I said, I want all around tent. I said, who the hell just gets their front windows? He goes, well, that's all you paid for. So they wanted to charge me more for the back windows and even more for the rear window. And so after some arguing and everything, they end up saying, okay, we'll give it to you all. So anyway, but I had to argue with them. So as soon as he told me this, I call a tent guy and I go, look, dude, I said, I'm bringing my truck in tomorrow. I don't want to go through this only covers one window or the left window or the right window. I said, this is a tent job. I want all 5 windows, both passenger and driver, front and rear, and the back window. I said, are we good or do we need to talk to somebody? He goes, no, it's 5 windows, no problem. All around tent, no problem. I go, okay, cool. So I brought it in. Big hassle with the guns. You know, they're like, I said, hey, I got a couple guns in the car. I said, is that cool? And they're like, she's like, oh, I don't know. Let me check with the service manager. And he's like, oh, no, he's got to take them out. Tell him take them out. I go, take them out? I said, I got a full-size Glock. I got a compact Glock. I got a 22 mag. I got an AK and an AR. I go, where do you want me to put them? And she's like, well, I don't know. I said, you want to, she called back. She texted the service manager. What do you want to do with his guns? He's got a long gun. And he goes, oh. He goes, well, have him bring it inside. And I said, he wants me to bring it inside this office. Nobody's going to have a problem with me just toting the AR in here. And she goes, hang on, let me check. And so after about freaking 5 or 10 minutes of that shit, I was like, you know what? If you just gave me a freaking car, I'll sit in the parking lot. I don't need to drive it. I'll put the guns in the car with me and I'll sit in the car. You said it's going to be an hour. She goes, oh, we'll just get you we'll get you a rental car. So they went out there, did some paperwork, gave me a brand new, had 31 miles on it, Expedition. And by the time I drove it home and drove it back to there, it's got like 100 miles on it now. Brand new, sticker price. I did a video on it. I'm going to be posting a video because there were some cool things I found out about it. And I looked on the engine and they put their little add-on freaking extra prices. So I did a little video on my Expedition review from one day of driving it home and driving it back. So anyway, but man, I went to go pick up my car. The dude's there. I pull in. I go, hey, dude, I'm out front. He goes, okay. He goes, I'm leaving the gas station right now. He goes, I wanted to fill up your tank. And I only had a quarter tank. They filled up my tank. I got there. The tent was done. My car was washed and shiny. There was freaking nice, pretty shit on my tires. My truck looked brand new. And I was like, damn. I said, you guys hooked me up. And so they were really nice about it. But the new GM never called me. He said he wanted to make a meeting. He wanted to talk. He never did. I'm just going to send him an email with a copy of the complaint that I sent to the Attorney General, because that's where I kind of laid out everything I went through and why I thought it was bullshit. So who knows? Anyway, let me get the comments. I was rattling on there when I get on my story. Lysol video was awesome. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I don't even want to talk about it because freaking YouTube has lost their freaking mind with censorship and blocking people. You can't talk about anything. And like I said, even months from now, they'll come back. What, 2 months? I got a strike. I got a strike on my horse channel from 6-year-old video. And the 6-year-old video was 2 horses fighting. And somebody complained that it was promoting animal violence. And they gave me a strike. It's just freaking crazy. And this last strike, I mentioned the old president. We'll just refer to him as T. I don't want to say his name. I had to delete all my videos with his name in it. We'll say T. And I mentioned the election and possible issues. We'll just say it like that. And they said I was promoting false information and lies or mistruths or some shit. So, I mean, I'm telling you, man, they are, it's just crazy. I don't know. Let's see. Thanks. I'm happy too. Hey Rick. Hey Gun Peeps. Switch to Rumble. All these freaking advice about switching. I already went through that shit, people. Black Conservative. How many channels do you have? How long have you had a channel? When you put in 10 years, build an audience, you have over thousands of videos, and you have everything figured out on one freaking platform, and people are like, oh, just switch. It's easy. Just leave. Yeah. Oh, okay, great. Thanks for the advice. Thanks for the guys from people that don't freaking have a channel. Thanks. Appreciate that. Make sure you treat the guy with all the guns well. You know what? I'm going to take out some of the guns because I have my AK in there and my AR, and between all the mags and stuff, I usually like to have a few guns in case I've got somebody in a car and we get somewhere and shit falls apart, or we got to fight our way out, or whatever. You don't know. Some guy attacks us in a parking lot. There's a mass shooting. We're locked in somewhere. I want to have enough guns to defend myself and arm whoever I'm with. So, but my AR and my 45 pistol, I think I'm going to shrink down my guns in my car because I just, like I said, I had that 22 mag. I had the light Glock, the mini Glock. I got my 357 that I ended up leaving in the car. That's another thing. I called the dude. They tell me to get all the guns out of the car. I think the guy who was doing the tent was a felon. They go, we can't have any guns with him. For service, it's not a problem, but for tent, you can't have any guns in the car. And I thought that was kind of odd. So I'm thinking he was a felon. So anyways, so I get all my guns out. I forget my 357. I've got like 5 different guns, and I'm like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 different guns, 2 rifles, 3 pistols, and I forgot my 357, which is in the center console. I'm like, shit. So I call the guy back in case they got stolen. I go, hey, dude. I call the guy that stole my car. I go, dude, he's a young kid. He's only been there 4 months. He's a good kid. And I said, hey, dude, they told me to get all the guns out, and I left one. Can you go grab my 357 out of the center? I said, just stick it in your pocket. It won't go off. It's loaded. He was a gun guy. He was asking me. He just ordered his first silencer and shit. He goes, okay, man, I'll go take care of it. And he went out there and texted back. He goes, okay, man, I got it. And then he goes, they're finished with your car. But he said, I saw a bubble in one of your windows. So he goes, he's going to redo that window. And so he goes, by the time you get here, it'll be done. And then he went and filled up my car with gas, which is pretty cool. All right. Where are we at here? Oh, the guy with the spray. Dude, I'm telling you, that dude, I was sitting here. It's funny because I was talking to Pat, and when I order my apples and carrots and some spinach for smoke or for the rabbit and, maybe some yogurt. I don't get a whole bunch from Walmart, but I'll do my little shopping online. I have them bring it out to the car. I don't have to go in there. I just tell them load it in the back seat. I'm done. So that's why I was parking that slot. I was waiting for him to bring my groceries out. And I'm talking and bullshitting with Pat, and we're talking, and my phone wouldn't let me videotape while I was on the phone. And so the dude, the first time he did it, he was spraying his face. Like it was, I was just shocked. I was like, this dude's freaking great. Neck and ears and under his arms. And I was like, what the? I was talking to Pat. I go, dude, you won't believe what I'm freaking watching. This freaking crazy guys. And I'm talking to Pat. Then after he puts his groceries up, he starts again. I just hang up on Pat. I don't even tell him. Pat's mid-sentence. I go, I gotta get this. Click. I hung up on him, started my video. And he's like calling back during the video, and I wasn't answering because I had to videotape. So after I videotape, I call him back, and he goes, what the fuck happened? I go, dude, man, I had to videotape this dude. He started spraying himself down again. Oh, shit. All right. You know what? It's funny, you guys, and I'm thinking, you know what? It would not surprise me if CommieTube said that video was promoting unhealthy or dangerous acts and gave me a strike. It really would not surprise me. I'm almost thinking about taking it down because even though I didn't say anything, if YouTube, when they start all the comments and the people coming here, because there was a few people that was upset and it wasn't fair and he could have a problem and maybe he's got a person that he's scared to pass it to and it's unfair to judge. I didn't judge him. I just posted a damn video. I didn't say anything. But there's always somebody offended. I don't want to watch legal breakdowns. Then went to Ontario, Montreal. So, Rick, my boy. Rick's my boy when he's riding. They call him Rolling Thunder. Hey, man, you ought to see the smoke canister I got. I found somewhere, and I ordered a few of them. It's like an orange can, like you have on a boat or something that's an emergency. And it's a pretty good size orange can. And all I got to do is pull the top. And it supposedly puts out smoke for like 5 minutes. And I'm telling you, man, smoke is a critical thing that people overlook as a great thing to add to your immediate action, your vest. I have little smoke grenades on my vest with my AR mags. If I have a grab vest that I have all my loaded mags on, I've got some smoke on there. They have these little smoke things you can buy for paintballing and this and that. You can just order. Go online and search smoke grenades, and they have them. And I'm telling you, smoke inside a house, it causes confusion. It takes away sight. It causes gasping. If you're trying to get out or distract them, if you have a mask and they don't, outside, it creates a great thing for you to either move to a better point or to shoot from one point, and then they find you, smoke, and then move to another point. Smoke is a really critical thing to have in some sort of crisis situation. That's just my little input there. Rick, you can't have smoke. I'd rather have Lysol. Okay, well, you can have Lysol, whatever. And you can make your own smoke grenades. I mean, saltpeter and powdered sugar really makes a dense white smoke. We used to make that all the time. And you can put it in a little jar, and all you got to do is light it with a match, and it burns hot. And it'll freaking melt and break a glass, or it'll melt the plastic, whatever it's in, when it's burning. But saltpeter and powdered sugar, 50-50, man, it makes a great white, dense smoke. So make your own little smoke bombs there if you want to. All right, where are we at here? Hey, gun horse people, YouTube not giving notification. Yeah, shocking. East Coast, that's some funny. Let's see. Hey, everybody, just got a 7-year-old. Just got here. My 7-year-old had a date with his girlfriend for Valentine's Day. 7 years old, he's going on a date? Dude, what's up with that? I'm assuming it's just a little where you pass the little hearts. Do they still have the little hearts that say I love you and you're an idiot or screw you? Remember all the little hearts that they had little messages on? Do they still have those? Who wants to take a shot with me? All right, shoot them up. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Lay's home. Anybody tracking her or following her? She's at home now. How much for the tent? Nothing. They didn't charge me anything. He said he owed it to me. And then he came back and goes, you know what? He goes, it looks like maybe your car didn't come with tent. But he said he would give it to me anyway. Now, on the expedition where I did the review and a letter, on their sticker, I think the tent was $4.99 or $5.99. But they only charged him $2.99 for the $20 lug nut. I finally figured out on what they do. With these dealer add-ons, those are all throwaway prices to make you think they're dealing. So they add $1,000 or $2,000 of shit that costs them $50 or $100. And then you think you're getting a deal when they go, we're going to knock off all these extras. That's $1,000 off. It's not $1,000 off. You know, he was trying to tell me, man, we're knocking off $399 for those wheel locks. You paid $20 for it. You're not knocking off $399. You're knocking off $20. But whatever. Anyway, I got the tent. I'm happy with it. It looks nice. I think I've got my car the way I want it. China zipper heads. What? Lysol shower at Walmart. It pays to be a squeaky wheel. I know, but it's such a pain in the ass. I mean, that's the problem. If you want a nice, pleasurable, just go in and buy a car, you just take what they give you, be nice. You act like you're not getting fucked. They act like they're doing you a favor, and you both walk away with no stress. Or you go in and you fight and you nag and you quit, and it becomes hours and penny pinching, and they still fuck you, but at least you get a better deal than the raw fucking was saying. I mean, it's just, Russian women are hot. Some Russian women are. There's good-looking women in just about all over the world. You've been in protests? Do you follow Viva? No, I do not. Oh, he's talking to Virginia. Half of Ukraine is pro-Russia, just divided into two. Well, see, that's what I keep saying about the U.S. I had a big scandal out here with my freaking electrical company. I was about ready to grab this one little dude, this little smart ass foreman coming out here. I did a video. He didn't know I was videotaping. I'll do a video on it. The electrical company has more power than cops to come and fuck with you. I couldn't believe it. I tried to look up. I look outside. There's like 4 fucking people who have climbed my fence, standing in my freaking fence, pushing my horses off with a shovel because Buddy's over there trying to figure out what they're doing. And I look out there and I go, what the fuck? And I fucking go out there and the dude comes over and says, okay, what his fault? He goes, hey, we're the electric company. We're just checking your poles. Well, you know, I go, why the fuck didn't you come to the door before you climb my fence? I go, you're my motherfucking pastor pushing my horses off and you don't freaking tell me. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We should have done that. And I go, man, I said, that's disrespectful. That's bullshit. I said, I don't lock up my horses. I don't like my horse. You know, somebody that's not around a horse, they'll use a shovel and they may hurt the horse or they may do something to the horse and cause the horse to turn around and start kicking him. If my horse kicks him and he's holding a shovel, he could cut his leg. It's just huge vet bills. Horses are highly reactionary, and when people do stupid shit around them, they do stupid things and they don't think about the consequence. They'll run through a glass door. They'll run off a cliff. They'll just do things when you spook them or do something, especially with a stranger that they're not real sure about. So you don't want strangers fucking with your horses. So I call them and I get them and I lock them up. And then I call a company and I was freaking pissed. And I let a couple F-bombs drop. I'm like, dude, I fucking pay motherfucking taxes in Texas and I'm sick and tired of it. I got 14 freaking signs that says no trespassing. And you guys just climb my damn fence. I says, you got my phone number to call me anytime you want my bill is late or if you can't get in my account or if they change my freaking expiration date on my bill payment. You got no problem calling me. But you send 5 guys out here, climb over my motherfucking fence and I see them around my horses. And this dude's like, man, I'm sorry. They were supposed to contact you. He goes, I'll talk to them. They're contractors. And I love that excuse. They're contractors. Freaking UPS and FedEx always wants to tell you it's contractors. It's not us. If you hire a fucking contractor, you're responsible for them. I get so tired of business saying, wasn't us, it's contractors. You fucking hired them. You pay them. They're on your behalf. So I was freaking pissed. So this dude's like, man, I'm really sorry, blah, blah. And I said, well, I ain't freaking happy. And I said, I'm looking up the laws. I said, I'm going to freaking send somebody. I said, this is a good election year for the attorney general and the governor. And I said, I'm pissed that you guys don't respect property rights at freaking all. And of course, the law is it's an easement. They have access. But man, I looked up the laws. They can come on anytime, day or night, no reason, no emergency, no have to. They can just climb your fucking fence and get on your property and do anything they want as long as they're where your little poles and your easement is. I was freaking pissed. I'm doing a video on that shit too. And I'm going to give advice when you want to go to war with the electric company on how to piss them off and cost them fucking money. So that'll be coming. So I know somebody's saying, Rick, you're fighting with everybody. I just hate getting fucked. I pay my motherfucking taxes. I pay my bills. I want to be left the fuck alone. I got government up my ass 24/7. I got to file my taxes and pay fucking money. I'm tired of government and everybody up my ass. Now I got the electric company saying, you don't have property rights. You got to pay the fucking taxes. You got to keep up the fence. You got to keep your animals in or you're responsible. You have to do all this shit, but we can come the fuck on whenever we want. You can't do shit about it. I was freaking furious. Anyway, I digress. Where are we at? Oh, and I got a sign that says dog. And I called the sheriff also. I said, hey, can you have some trespassing guy give me a call? Who's the expert? And the dispatcher goes, we'll just have a deputy call you. So some deputy calls me. Hey, this is Debbie so-and-so. I said, are you a trespassing expert or are you just a regular deputy? And he starts laughing. He goes, I guess I'm just a regular deputy, but I do trespassing. I was like, dude, tell me that freaking the electric company can't fucking climb my fence, tear up my fence, and come on my fucking property whenever they want. He goes, man, I don't want to tell you, but they can. I was like, that's fucking bullshit. He goes, man, they can do whatever the fuck they want. He goes, that they have absolute authority to enter anywhere, anytime if they got electrical shit out there. I was like, that's fucking bullshit. But anyway, that's the second time I've called the sheriff. I've been here for what, 9 years, 10 years? 2 times I called the sheriff. This motherfucker's tearing down my fence with a bunch of fucking bees, and he won't get out of the truck, so I can tell him to quit tearing down my fucking fence and let my horses out. And I called the sheriff on him, and now I had to call him fucking electric company. And I didn't really call him. I just wanted some trespassing advice. Hopefully he could give me. He goes, you can go talk to the JP. He goes, maybe they can do something. I said, I can't take them civilly. They fucking enter my property without notice. I said, as a business owner, I can tell you got to wear a mask. You got to have a vaccine. You got to wipe your ass before you. I can do anything I want if I own a business, but I own fucking property, and I can't stop motherfuckers from climbing my fence because they're the electric company. He goes, nope. I was like, fuck, motherfucking government giving everybody fucking permission to fucking get in my life. YouTube, I can't sue them. They can shit on me anytime they want. I can't do shit because they got government protection. Google, government protection. Tesla, government. Everybody's got government protection except the motherfucking pesky taxpayer who's paying his taxes. I digress. Kingsman, Arizona. What's happening? Truck nuts. I think somebody sent me some truck nuts. I don't like that. It draws too much attention. Swinging, banging, hit shit. I don't even, I don't know. Some other guys, a big thing in Texas, they tie a cattle bell to your hitch back there. And every time you back up, the cattle bell rings. You're driving down the highway, it's bouncing and ringing. I don't need all that shit. I got to admit, my truck is much quieter than the Expedition. The Expedition was pretty noisy. I was driving 80, 85 like I normally do. It was pretty loud in the Expedition. My truck's a lot quieter than that Expedition. I will say that about the Ford. Fort Collins, Colorado. Kid Rock new video, We the People. Oh, I haven't seen it. Somebody else, I think, mentioned that. North Carolina. Rick the Bug Guard repels Jerry Reynolds. I haven't heard from Jerry. I haven't got served. No paperwork. Chief Smoke a Lot. Central Ohio. What just happened in Ohio? Ohio's in some shit. What did Canton Police just do? Didn't I do a video on Canton Police? Fucking shot somebody or some shit. I used to live right outside Dayton because I was at Wright Pat for 2 years. Worked a drug dog, Herky Dog in Ohio. Never saw any alien shit. Michigan. Wait, how that racial requirement. I don't have a crack pipe. I know, it's bullshit. You can't have a crack pipe. Run those likes up, pew pew. Oklahoma. Bama. Let's go, Brando. Hey, a little yin and yang sticker there. Central Texas. I think I'm Central Texas. Am I Central? Some people say I'm North Central. Some people say I'm North Texas. UK. Florida. 50,000 volt. I know they need to make a little mouse taser, like a little wire net that comes out like this, and I can shoot it, and a little net goes out. But those freaking mouse are quick, man. I can't get them. Greeting, mofos. Seattle, Washington. Jasper, Georgia. Shooting Chi-Town. All right, I got to get on the new ones. I kind of got backed up. Everybody. Upstate New York. Hey, that's where my girl that opened up her little horse rescue. What's the name of her little place? I can't even think of her name right now. She's got a great place in upstate north part of New York. A horse little place. She does good work. Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Wow. I didn't know there was a Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. A Broken Arrow in the Air Force. You yell that over the radio, you got shit going down. Shit's hitting a fan if you're yelling Broken Arrow on the radio in the military. Oh, Beckville, Texas. I don't know where that's at. How's Judy Booty? She's here. I already showed her. You must have came in late. She was showing off her guns earlier. Look at that. Look at that gun right there. Woo. I don't want to point it at anybody. Somebody will get nervous. Ooh, look at those guns. All right, what we're at here. Canton Police killed a man shooting his. Oh, that's it. That's the dude shooting behind the fence, and a guy came up and just filled him full of crap through the fence. That was Canton, Ohio. Man, I'm telling you, Ohio State Police, they are some Nazi thinking, up north in New York where they wear that strap with their gun belt, that Nazi uniform looking with their Nazi hats. Those guys are the worst. When you dress somebody up to look like an asshole, they're going to be an asshole. If we made cops wear pink tutus and freaking wear high heels, they wouldn't be such assholes. It's hard to be an asshole when you're running around a little tutu. So I'm telling you, when you dress a cop up in a freaking drill sergeant hat or freaking stripes with a Russian or freaking Hitler type boots and shit, when you dress somebody up like an asshole, they're going to become an asshole. That's just the way it is. My task force, when we were at auto theft, we all wore Hawaiian shirts. We looked like the freaking cool dudes. We're out drinking and having a good time. We were just, when we pulled up, no shit, 8 of us. Loud Hawaiian flower, bright red, black. I still got all my Hawaiian shirts that she wears cover shirts because it covers up our police and our web belt, so we have to jump out of the car. But if we need to throw it off, or we can flick it back, and you can tell that we're the cops. So, but when we're driving around, we just look like some dummy in a Hawaiian shirt. And so we used to all wear Hawaiian shirts. It was pretty funny when people would show up. Those fucking sack cats. Those motherfuckers all think they're in Hawaii and shit. Sack Cats is Sacramento County Auto Theft Task Force. So that's what Sack Cats is. It's Saturday night. I ain't got no money. I got some money because I just got paid. How I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way. That's a great song. Hi, Rick from Long Island, Commie, New York. Look at those 2 little horsies. Southern New Jersey. Last gun owner in New Jersey. I think New Jersey was in the news too. Didn't I just do a video on New Jersey? I can't remember. Yeah, that dude, I'm telling you, man, that guy was freaking, I mean, I just don't, in some ways, I kind of felt bad because I was laughing at him. I mean, I was just like, maybe this guy is really got something wrong. Maybe he's got issues that he wasn't trying to hide it. He was doing it. And a couple people commented, he wasn't hurting anybody else. And I agree. I got no problem with the guy wanting to spray himself down and do that. I don't care. Spray yourself down with gasoline. I don't care. Take drugs. I don't care. I don't care what you do as long as it doesn't impact me or other people. But if you're spraying yourself down with Lysol, driving down the road, and you light a cigarette, catch on fire, and then kill 10 people because you're trying to put yourself out and you floor your car, now I got a problem with your Lysol shit. But otherwise, I don't really care. Shooting through the gate. Yep. Western Oklahoma. Elk City. Y'all got any elk up there? What was that joke with the Standing Bear was talking to his son, and he says, Dad, is it true that you were named because the first thing Grandpa saw when he walked out was a standing bear? He goes, yes, son. Why do you ask? 2 deer fucking? I thought that was a pretty good little joke. I probably fucked it up, but it was something like that. It's a pretty good joke. All right, where we're at. Love your program. Thanks there, Terminator T800. To cover up or get a ticket. What? Cop gives woman in thongs on the beach. Cover up or get a ticket. Freaking little fact. Oh, I can't. Can I say the F word? Let's see. How do I describe what I'm thinking? They call it a cigarette in the UK. Got. There. I think that explained it. Let's see. The kids, we use Lysol and WD-40 as a blowtorch. I used to use hairspray as a blowtorch. And they warned us not to do that. The can would explode. So, Rick, serious question. How many rounds should it take to break in a Browning 1911 380 Black Label? I bought one for my wife. For my wife, and it's behaving like a Canadian prime minister. What's a Canadian prime minister behave like? I don't get it. You got to clear that one up. So, again, breaking in a gun is all relative. Did you get the first gun that was manufactured, or was it the 50th gun, or was it the 200th gun? Because the things that are cutting on the slides and the frame, and when they're making these guns, the first one will be maybe better and smoother than the last one. So depending on how rough the gun was before is how long it will take. If it was really smooth, it may take a few rounds. If it was pretty rough, it may take 1,000 rounds. If you take it apart and get some 1,000 grit sandpaper and go over anything that feels kind of rough between the slides where the frame and the slide meets on the rails there on both of these, if you get some sandpaper and take down any rough edges, you'll break the process down, and it may only take 10 rounds. But after you shoot a box or so, you're going to be able to take it down, and you should see little places where it's wearing, where the bluing is wear off, where you got metal on metal contact. Wherever you see that, take that 1,000 grit sandpaper and sand on both sides whatever's causing that, and that'll help your break-in. Well, I don't know if the guys at Mill. Greetings from Ohio, not Canton. Let him do what he wants. This definitely was worth a laugh. Damn, dude, I was freaking, you probably heard me busting up a couple times in the background because I was sitting there and I was just like, I'm serious, man. I wanted to go ask him like at least 5 or 10 questions, but I was like, you know what? I don't need to look. Trouble finds me. I don't need to go look for trouble. Being all sensitive about the life. So I'm not being sensitive. I was just kind of like feeling a little bad, kind of laughing at him. Like, I mean, maybe he's got issues. Maybe his advisor is Dr. Falsey. I don't know. Maybe he's tight with Dr. Falsey. They're buddies. I don't know. Clovis, California. I remember Clovis. Lysol guy looked like he had ODC. Could be. Texas woman, Idaho. Missing Texas. Oh, you're in Idaho, huh? What do you say when you go in looking for a woman or something, or Idaho, or oh no, I can't tell that joke because it'll be considered racial. What do you say when a woman? Well, I'll just say it, and then you could fill in if you want to add color to the joke. What do you say when a big fat woman falls on the ground? Ho down, ho down. It's a ho down. Rick, you can't say that. Look, I don't make these jokes up. I just hear them. Did you follow Newark, New Jersey cop that kept jumping out of the car and shooting? Yeah, he got charged. He hasn't been gone to court yet. Monk. I loved Monk. I love when Monk walked by something and he had to touch it. He was always like, no matter what, he was always. If I saw Monk, I'd put this in front of him. He'd be like, Monk was pretty funny. I liked him. Let's see. Don't feel bad. Electrical pole is in my backyard. VA power comes on pounding at my door at 3 a.m. to have me move my car so they can get their truck in. Oh my God. That would freaking, oh shit. I mean, I got a gate with locks and no trespassing signs, and those motherfuckers just climbed it. Anyway, after calling back the second time, I went back out there and talked to the foreman, and he kind of came up and tried to give me this. Well, they sent out letters. I go, I don't give a fuck if they sent out a letter. I don't read that freaking shit that I get in my mailbox. I said, how do you know I got it? Well, everyone else on the block got it. I go, so what? That's not notice. You got my phone number. You got my bank account to take money out. You can call me. Well, we sent you a letter. Like, whatever. So I was videotaping when he said that, and I sent his boss a copy of that. And I was like, look, dude, and I said, it isn't that hard to call somebody. He goes, yeah, but if we had to call, 500 people, they've got 80,000 light poles, and they do 8,000 every year because it needs to be inspected every 10 years. They dig down 12 inches from the ground, or 12 to 24 inches, to see if the pole's rotting. It's some freaking safety liability bullshit. And so they dig down, and then they put some of this creosote or some sort of protectant on it, and then they wrap it in a sheet of paper, and then they throw the mud back in, and that's supposed to protect it so it rots, so it doesn't last longer. If they can get 50 years out of the pole, it's a lot cheaper than replacing a pole. So they do that every 10 years. They inspect the pole and put that shit on it. And so, you know, and he goes, well, we can't call everybody. I go, I ain't asking you to call everybody. I says, I don't want people in my freaking yard. I got horses that I don't want people around. And all I'm saying is you can freaking give me a call and tell me, and I'll lock my horses up. I said, how hard is that to flag my address? He's like, oh, believe me, your address is flagged. I don't know what that meant, but I took it as a compliment. Like maybe they'll freaking call next time. But anyway, my address is flagged now with the energy company. All right, let me get down to the new comments because people will be bitching. Rick, you're behind. Yeah, I know. I want to put up freaking concertina wire. Climb over that. I asked the sheriff, I said, let me ask you a question. If they climb my fence and my dog goes out there and chases and chews the shit out of them, am I in trouble? He goes, no. But if you go out and pull a gun, we'll have to arrest you for aggravated assault because we've arrested property. I says, you're going to arrest a property owner on their property for having a gun. He goes, well, you can have it, but if you pull it on them, we're going to arrest you for aggravated thing. And I didn't even bring a gun out there because I know if some idiot mouths off, I didn't want him saying, he came out with a gun, I was scared, I was crying, he scared me. So I didn't even go out there with a gun. I just went out there in my sweats and my hat with my freaking crazy ass, what the hell are you doing on my property shit? Anyway, I digress. Where are we at? Peace. Utility pole in my backyard. They go in all the time. It's fucking bullshit. You know what? If they want to come in and inspect all the time, be a pain in the ass, you know, all telephone poles have a copper wire from the top to the bottom and the ground. It goes underground. If some vandal comes on your property, because, I mean, they come on. I don't know who's coming on. When I see somebody messing with a pole, I think it's an electric company because you guys don't call me. So if all the poles end up missing a chunk of that ground and they don't have to ground it, they have to come out and reground it because that's a safety hazard. And maybe if they have to come out and reground that shit a few times, they'll fucking start showing some respect. Another thing, if they're so damn worried about replacing a pole because it might rot, I would never recommend anybody breaking a law or doing anything wrong. But people come on sometimes that if they were to pour bleach or something, I don't know what, maybe you guys would know what would help a pole rot quicker. And if somebody was to pour that down a pole and rot the pole every other year and they kept having to replace it, maybe they would say, maybe we should be a little bit more respectful of this guy's property since we can't have a freaking videotape on every pole. So, you know what? There's more than one way to skin a cat if they fucking don't fix this shit if this happens again. But anyway, not that I would do anything illegal or recommend that to anybody. Used engine oil protects wood. Well, I won't be pouring that on it. On Monk. I know. You know what else I liked him on? I thought he did a great job in. He was an FBI agent on that with Denzel Washington where they took over New York and declared martial law and went after the peaceful Muslims. What was that show? He did a good job of that. He was the FBI agent on that show. I thought he did a great job. Let's see. Had been at work today. People watching Dr. Students in thong bikinis. Anything past the meter is not their problem. Move the meter to the fence. No, that's not true. Because my meter is at my house. The roadway pole is here, and there is 4 poles to get to my, what's that big bucket transformer? And then a wire that comes over to a pole for my meter. And then the wire goes on up to another pole to have a pole for my neighbor's meter. So if they got a pole, they got access. They don't come on a meter because they've already got that shit freaking airwaved and they can check it and tell if I'm tampering all that shit with their freaking computer shit. I hosted kids from Ukraine 15 years ago, East Ukraine. They love Putin. They consider themselves Russian. Well, you know what? They may get their freaking wish. Look, the U.S. is really pushing this Russian thing. And since that's kind of the theme here, where's my little thing? Crack pipe. Hang on, let me share my screen here so you guys know what the hell I'm talking about here. Oh, video share. I don't want to share a video. Share screen. So, where are we at here? Right here. So the U.S. is all Russia, maybe on the brink of war. We're attacking any day, blah, blah. Let me let you guys know how shit happens with the government. Now, normally, this is now our government so out of control, you can't believe anything I say. They could be doing it for some other reasons. Normally, the government has intel. We're listening to phone calls. We're listening to communications. We have bugs. We have radar watching. We have satellite. We know what everybody's doing, and we can tell the way an army moves or the way they assemble. And if we pick up communications, we pick up more chatter, less chatter. We have boats and ships out and things that are intercepting cell phone calls. So the government knows a whole bunch on what Russia's thinking and talking about. When they're talking like it's going to be any day, they're hearing chatter. They have intel that leads them to believe that. But they can't say how they know it. Otherwise, Russia will know how we're getting intel, and they will either change or modify it. It'd be like the government. If every time they tapped your phone, they had to tell you within an hour before they could tap. Most people would stop using the phone because they know they're being tapped. Well, that's what the government is. When we're saying they're going to attack, we're the government, we know, blah, blah, and we're releasing, and you guys got to get ready, and blah, blah, blah. We know a lot of shit, but we can't say how we know because then Russia will know how we know. But I don't think they're making it up. Now, in this day and age with the lies, they could be making all that shit up. And maybe it is just bullshit. I don't know. It's just crazy. Our government is so freaking out of control. I mean, it's just freaking disgusting. Stick our nose in everyone else's country. Well, Russia wants to go over there. This is about oil and energy. If they go to NATO and we cut off their energy, no country wants another country control them except the U.S. because we have a bunch of fucking idiots. All I heard today I was listening to Fox News a couple times, and they just keep talking about this new bill. There's bipartisan. Our people are working together. They're trying to pass a law to where you can't do stocks, and you have to put stocks in a trust, and we're gonna make you people trust Congress again. I'm hearing this all fucking day, and I'm like, you lying motherfucking weaselly piece of shits. This ain't got nothing to do with trust. You want to fix Congress? Put in fucking term limits. Get your ass out after 8 fucking years, and then I'll believe that you give a shit. Until then, you Pelosi's, McConnell's, and all you other motherfucking Bush families and whatever family that's been in politics your whole fucking life, now they're trying to get Hillary Clinton's daughter in some senator's spot. You motherfucking crime families and politics, fuck all you motherfuckers. We need term limits. I don't give a shit about we've come together on bipartisan to help stop this big problem with stocks, and they're doing everybody inside trades. I don't give a shit. It's not the inside trading that makes our government crooked. It's the ability to stay in there for 20 fucking years and get clout and get favors and know how the system works, and people owe you, and you help these people, and now they're going to help you, and they keep you in longer. That's the fucking problem. It ain't fucking stock trading. I wanted to call in Fox News so many times a day and go, you freaking idiots are out here thinking everything is going to be great and grand because the left and the right are getting together and they're going to make some strict stock rules. Yeah, that's what we need. More fucking laws that won't be enforced and nobody gives a shit about. Meanwhile, we got motherfuckers in Congress for 20 fucking years. Damn, man. I'm kind of getting a little excited tonight. I should have took my downer. What should I be taking? What's a good downer before Rick comes on? All right. Let's see here. Rick, don't hold back. I'm holding back. If I really said what I feel, YouTube and the government be knocking at my door. People in freaking Well, that's a cute little picture of you two little Texas girls. Do you got boots on with those shorts, Belinda? Freaking Chucky Schumer. Putin is Jewish. Is he really? I don't know that. But have I got another? Are we going to get into the crazy Jewish people talk again? I know they won't. U.S. has done sounds of watching every inch of Russia. They know the truth. Yeah, I don't think if they're saying they're going to attack in a few days and we're telling people to get the hell out, and the UK just told their people to get out. And the reason the UK did it is the US probably shared, because they're an ally. Look, here's why we're moving our guys out. You might want to do the same. And when they saw the intel, they went, we agree. We better get our guys out. When everybody starts pulling their people out, they're not going to do that just on a guess that he may attack. That's not going to happen. That the shit's going down, and Putin don't give a shit. But we'll see. Why is Rick so low key tonight? Hey, that looks like a what was that dog? Was it a Bouvier? I think he looks like a Bouvier. We had a drug dog named Nero that was freaking crazy, and he was huge, and he had the same face as this dog. And man, I'm telling you, he was a freaking maniac on the rap. Big mouth, slobbering, wanting to kill you, but pretty friendly and pretty cool most of the time. But he was a badass dog. If he chased you down, your shit was going to the ground, and you were staying on the ground. He was a big, strong, freaking badass dog. It wasn't Nero. It was Schutzen. No, Schutzen was the Rottweiler. Maybe it was Nero. I think it was Nero. Man, he was a great freaking dog. He was at Travis. I'm late. Can we start over? Yeah, sure. Here, let me give you a quick recap. Motherfucking dirty electrician, government, motherfucking Congress piece. Pretty much you're caught up. There are no Jews in Ukraine. Really? Are you sure? Let's see. Of course, they don't want to be part of NATO. Number one valid. Yeah, if they get in NATO, Russia loses power. They get NATO protection, and Russia won't be in a position to do what he's doing now. If he does it now, we're threatening sanctions and everything. But because they're not a NATO pack, they're not guaranteed massive NATO support, even though they're getting support. I mean, you can say what you want about Putin. I mean, I think he looks like an idiot when he's riding a horse around with no shirt, trying to look tough and cool in his 5'3" body. But anyway, he was a KGB. He's seen some dirt. He's been in charge of Russia for a long time. That dude knows how to get dirty. He knows how to take care of business, how to fight dirty, and how to win. So you can say what you don't like or like about him. That motherfucker knows how to win. He's a formidable enemy. And I would love to have Putin on my side if I was in a battle, because I don't think he'd fucking play around. Let's see here. Rick's on fire tonight. You guys get me fired up. I get with my gun people, man. I'm telling you, the freaking comments on that Lysol. Oh my God, I was freaking rolling reading those comments. I couldn't stop laughing. I got the funniest damn audience talking shit. I'll ride a freaking horse naked. Screw that shirtless shit. I'll get on his ass freaking naked. Butt naked. But he'd be like, oh my God, come on, dude, put some clothes on. You're embarrassing me. Living in America. Ain't that a song? Mm-hmm. Yep. What's that saying? Good times make weak people. Weak people make hard times. Hard times make evil. What the hell is that saying? Hang on, let me open that shit up. Where's my damn? I never can find it when I'm looking for it. Let me do a search. Good people. For evil to exist, all it takes. No. That's it. What the hell? People. Wow. Oh, I put will. Weak. What the hell? I can't find my shit. Oh, there it is right there. Weak. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. And weak men create hard times. Who thinks hard times are coming, people? All right. Where the hell we're at? Can you put some super glue into your mouth to talk? What? Am I talking too rough for you? Because you got a little girl picture, and I don't know if you're a little girl, TikTok girl. Scroll at the TikTok girl. Maybe this channel is not for you. Rick, here's a spammer. Oh, is she a spammer? See ya, wouldn't want to be you. She's gone. She just got blocked. All right. Scarlett's a troll. Well, not no more. She's not. She's a block troll. All right. The name Rasputin has the name Putin in it. What the hell does that mean? Dude, I don't think this is hard times at all. There is way too many politicians and cops and everyone else living high on the hog right now. This is not hard times. Hard times is where people, or Venezuela was hard times. Selling your kids, selling your hair to get something to eat. Cannibalism. That's hard times. This is not hard times. When I'm talking hard times, I'm talking anarchy. I'm talking fall of government. I'm talking people against government and against people. I'm talking civil war, revolution. That's what I'm talking about hard times. But everybody can have their own definition. I'm not saying you can't have your own definition. I'm just telling you what my definition of hard time is. Sarah, can you put some super glue in your mouth to talk? Is this another little spammer? What the hell? All right. She's blocked too. Don't worry about it. Cambodia was hard times. Yeah. Sarah Ansley is spacer too. I don't know how they make these new channels so quick to post all this shit. I mean, they like make them like that. It's freaking crazy. Hard times are to come. I agree. I think it's coming. I don't think we're there. Which is why I tell people, guns and ammo is your bet. You have insurance, you have car insurance, you have life insurance, you have medical insurance, you have homeowners insurance, you may have renters insurance. Everybody has insurance, but nobody wants to buy guns and ammo has an insurance for your safety and your future. I just don't get it. If there's anything that somebody ought to start an insurance company that provides guns and ammo. And if you want to buy insurance from them, they will provide guns and an ammo and a kit or training or something. I mean, did you see where a city in Los Angeles is requiring gun owners to have insurance? I knew that was coming. I predicted this probably 5 or 6 years ago. I said, gun control, you got to understand liberals in gun control. They attack it on multiple levels. They attack it through laws. They attack it through making ammo, through environmentally making ammo harder to get, making shortages, buying up ammo, making certain guns, making certain magazines. But they attack it on multiple levels, always adding new laws to where you can't own a gun. First, you can't own a gun if you're a felon. Then if you're a misdemeanor of domestic violence. Then if you're a misdemeanor of any violence. Now, if you have any alcohol, you can't own a gun. You can't. So they keep expanding. And I said a long time ago, you go watch, they're going to make only rich people have guns because they're going to require you to have this outrageous insurance just to own a gun. And then again, there goes the cost of owning a gun, owning something to protect and defend yourself. You have to own a right to be armed. You now have to have insurance in fucking California. It's just outrageous. Wow. Oh shit, I put her in timeout instead of blocking her. Damn it. There we go. I got her blocked. All right. Isn't it pathetic that somebody's coming here who has no fucking life and wants to come here and disrupt and just be a troll because they're so pathetic because their dad didn't love them and their mom didn't love them and they were adopted and they were left in a trash can, and now somehow they have to feel important by coming to somebody else, blaming them for all their problems and just being a little spam person. Isn't that kind of pathetic? We should feel sorry for this person. All right, where are we at here? I'm finding them because I'm up with the comments. All right. Been prepping for 20 years. Prepping ought to be a lifelong thing. Guns and ammo are the best life insurance. Absolutely they are. Rick went out shooting yesterday in your neck of the woods. Small outside range. Hey, cool. Good. Sanger has an outdoor range out there. I think there's one in Ponder too. Let's see. Justin. Adopted and left in the trash can. Poor little thing. She can't help it. Come on. When I get mad at Buddy, I tell him he was adopted. He gets that little sad look on his face like, really? You're not my dad? Trash can, Sarah. Poor little TikTok girl. Come on. Maybe it's a Lysol guy. Oh, shit, he found me. I went back. Somebody was like, dude, you're going to get a strike if you don't blur out his license plates. I was like, is that a new rule? I didn't know there was a rule. YouTube's making new rules every freaking day. So I went back and I put track license plate. And YouTube tracked it for like the first movement, and then it didn't track anymore. It was a pain. I mean, nothing's easy with YouTube. Nothing. Let's see. I have bows, no ammo shortage. Well, look, the only thing about bows is you got to find your arrow, and arrows tend to get broken, etc. So you got to have a whole bunch of arrows. I mean, I've got a couple of bows too. I might have 3 different bows. Got a crossbow. I think I got a compound, and I think I got a recurve. But each one has different arrows. I can't shoot wooden arrows, which I use in my recurve, in my crossbow. They'll blow up. They'll shatter. It's too powerful. So you have to have different aluminum arrows or fiberglass arrows or wooden arrows for whatever bow you have. And then you got to, you know, if you're shooting, you got to plan for some of them breaking. And then if you want to have extra tips, to change the tips. And I mean, I was wondering if you shot one of those, what's those big tanks that hang on a telephone pole? What's that called? I said it earlier. Now I can't think of it. Shit, somebody will put it in the comments. What are those tanks called on condenser? No, not a condenser. Transformer. If you shot a transformer, I don't know how thick they are. Will an arrow, a broadhead arrow go through one of those tanks? I know a bullet will, and they're filled with oil. And it costs a lot of money if a stray round, if you're out hunting and a stray round hits a transformer and it drains the oil out, that's a lot of money to the electric company. But I digress. I'll get to that on my electrical video. Transformer, that's what it is. Thank you. Anyway, I digress. What are we talking about here? Indians got along with bows and arrows. Yeah, they did, but they weren't fighting people with guns. And when they did, they lost. Rick, you can't say that. Sorry. History kind of has a way of fucking being true. Oh, shit. Jerry Reynolds is here. Jerry, what's up? Yo, man, why didn't you come on live and defend your shit? Talking all that smack. Get your butt on here and tell me what I got wrong. I'm giving you an opportunity. You ain't invited me on your show. Oil filled. Yeah, but it's a real thin oil. I was talking to one of the supervisors that came out here when they came back out here the next day to do my things. And we were talking. He goes, it used to be a thin. He called it PMEU or something oil is what they used to use in the 50s, 60s. Now it's a very, very thin oil. He goes, almost like water, just runs off. And I thought it was a consistency of a mineral oil is kind of what they put in there. But it supposedly is a cooling agent. Anyway. Oh, there she is again. Blocked. Little trash can, baby. See you. She's blocked. Help, I need a Biden stiff on me. It feels creepy. I doubt an arrow will pierce the transformer. Really? I mean, some of these arrows are going through freaking what? What's the fastest arrow? Somebody tell me. I'm thinking 420 feet per second is the fastest bow. Let's Google that shit. See what the hell we got here. What is fastest arrow or shot? Here we go. 10 arrows, 3 arrows point. What? No, not freaking fast shooting it. Freaking, how fast will it go? You freaking idiot. 225. Oh, on a recurve bow is 225. Or 150 miles an hour with a compound bow can travel up to 300 feet per second, 200 miles an hour. Man, an arrow going 200 miles an hour wouldn't go through a transformer? I don't know, man. That's pretty quick. And then it would depend on whether it's a bow is an ambush weapon. Well, it's definitely the silent killer. You don't need to reload. They don't have magazine limits on it. I mean, pretty soon they'll say you can only carry 5 arrows with you. Otherwise, you're going to be considered a semi-automatic, and you have to be registered as an automatic bow if you have more than 5 arrows. It's coming. You people think I'm crazy. Fucking government will never end on keeping the pesky citizens unarmed and victims so they have the power. Cold beer in my hand, steak and zucchini on. Damn! That's what I'm talking about. Alex is on it. You go, boy. You starting that Super Bowl party early. I usually don't watch Super Bowl. I haven't watched, but the playoffs were pretty freaking good. So I may end up watching the Super Bowl. It's Jerry. Get your Kabachi email. What? 666 watching? I got 676 watching. Transformer and neon lights equal bad news. 90. Transform. Oh, neon lights is when they blow up, right? That's when they kind of explode. It's Jerry. The can is here. Yes, arrows will go through them. They're not thick. And they're soft. Oh, I didn't know they were copper. You got to be. There's no freaking way that those transformers are solid copper. That is a lot of copper. Are you serious? I know when they had to replace my transformer, it was freaking heavy. They had a big, not the little bitty 4-wheel that you sit on, the big little car that holds 4 people, and it's a little 4-wheel drive. And that sucker was on a pulley trying to raise that thing, and it was digging and spinning to lift that thing off the ground. I can't imagine those being copper. I mean, I'm not saying you're a liar, Sunshine. I think he is. But it just seems like, man, they're freaking copper. I had no clue. I have no clue. Transformers are scary, man. Wearing my dress can do a lot of damage. Good evening, Mr. Ricky and friends. Transformers are scary, and a man wearing my dress can do what the fuck, man, dude? Are you on the Biden free cacti mailing list? Is that what's going on here? Sorry. Pretty sure that oil has another use. I forgot. I think you can run it in a diesel. Is a lot of guys are collecting. If you shoot a hole in the bottom in a shit advanced situation, catch the oil, you can run it in a diesel. I think that's what the news is. Let's see. I saw Jerry Reynolds kick his dog. Well, if you saw it, it must have happened. To the troll, how about you just bleed out? How do you, maybe she's on her period and she is bleeding. Why would you want to say that? I mean, she may be having a tough time. Until you've been left in a trash can because your parents hated you and you sucked as a person. I mean, you shouldn't say that about somebody. I mean, that's tough already. History had a way of fucking being true. Got to go to work, catch up later. See you, no games. Can't say that. I can make this ugly. Here comes Jerry with the threats. You change your name, Jerry Reynolds, to Jerry with the threats. Jerry the threat. Jerry the berry threader. Whatever. Arrows and broadheads are expensive I bet a new crossbow traveling at 400 feet per second will penetrate. I would think so too. I'm in Arizona. Should I be worried if I pissed off a Texas judge? Hell no. Texas judge can't do shit to you in Arizona. He can't do nothing really here in Texas unless, you go in his courtroom and do something stupid. I make my own bows and arrows. Rick, another troll. Oh, geez. Here we go. I haven't got to it yet. When I get to it, I'll know it. Build siege weapons. Never run out of ammo. I'm a master mechanic, 20 years, construction, heavy equipment. I can shoot with the most. My life was an active one. I have skills. Lucky me. Transformer more than meets the eye. They are actually Decepticons. The hell is a Decepticon? Like the shit condensers in the fridge. What? Electric finds Asker oil. Is that what's in the transformer? Asker oil? Little trash can baby. Is the trash can baby back? Let's call it the trash can. Little TikTok trash. That sounds like a lot of people on TikTok. It's little trash can babies. Oh shit. You guys are killing me. Dude, that dude that said the first comment or the last comment on that freaking where was that? That shit. Let me check the comment on look at all the comments on this. Let me go to this how do I get to the comments here of this video? Here it is. The number one comment. By the power of Lysol, I compel thee. By the power of Lysol, I compel thee. That freaking comment cracked me up. Let's see what the next top comments are. There's so many questions. I like this. Spray guy demonstrates how effective propaganda and weak people. Wow. Just wow. Fascinating. There was truth and there is untruth. If you clung to the truth, even against the whole world, you're mad. Georgia, really. Let's see. They're actually just made me very sad to see one living with extreme anxiety and bondage. See, this person feels bad. Lisa feels bad for this person. I cannot imagine living with that amount of fear. I'd say the fear compliance is working. That guy's a lunatic. This is what happens when people watch TV. Dude is brainwashed. Holy shit. That's a lot of Lysol. Oh my God, that fucking power. The power of Lysol, I compel thee. The power of Lysol, I compel thee. That shit is funny. Oh shit. All right. Walks toward the light. Texas is divided into 4 federal jurisdictions. All Texas federal courts, U.S. 5th District Court. Texas needs to succeed. I'm telling you, I was talking to that dude, and we were both like, we're sick and tired of the federal government. We can board our own fucking borders. We have an economy, the 4th largest economy in the world Texas has. We do not need a federal government in our fucking schools, up our ass for what we can drive, what kind of gas we can use, who can defend our fucking borders, and what kind of gun we can have. Texas doesn't need that shit, and we need to tell motherfucking the feds to get the fuck out and fuck the United States. We'll go it on our own. Fuck you. Your military can't come and defend our borders. What's the fucking point of being in the United States? If the United States is constantly trying to fuck you and ruin you and make you a fucking pawn of the federal government, what is the point of the United States? It's fucking bullshit. I'd love for Texas. We ought to start only electing politicians in Texas that answer a question. Do you want the federal government out of Texas and you want Texas to be a sovereign state and go back to being a republic and fuck the United States? And if a person doesn't answer yes, then they shouldn't get one fucking vote. We can turn Texas around in 2 or 3 elections if we make that our fucking question to ask politicians, and we'll stop this bullshit. And you want to see the federal government get fucking nervous because they may say they can stop us, but when we fucking do it, they're going to be nervous because they're going to know damn well Florida and Arizona and a lot of other states are going to be right behind us and say, fuck you too. The federal government doesn't want anybody doing that. And I'm telling you, Texas has the ability, the finances, the economy to do it. And if we don't do it soon, they're going to flood our fucking border and kill half of us and dilute us to where we won't have the fucking votes to do it later. It's time people fucking woke up in Texas. Anyway, I digress. Jerry says he likes gay sex. What the fuck? All right. That comment was stellar. That's like his reputation. Stella! Adrian! Let's see here. Prom night dumpster babies band. Is the dumpster baby back? I got my dumpster baby back. I got my dumpster baby back. Dumpster babies. Oh, shit. All my exes changed their sexes. Oh, shit, that is funny. I feel Rick needs my stuff from the candy store. Ooh, I love a woman's candy store. Let freedom ring. Texas need to leave. I know they do. But it's not going to happen unless we elect people and make that our litmus test. Look, if you want to be a politician, you got to be on board on this. Fucking term limits, and we want the federal government out of our fucking business, out of our schools, out of our lives. Period. You don't get elected. And if you do, you somehow meet with an accident that's unforeseen. Not that I would ever encourage anybody to do anything illegal or wrong, or violence is never the answer. I'm telling you, the feds would be out of this fucking state if I was governor. I would tell them they're fucking trespassing. They are not wanted. I'm giving them fucking notice and get the fuck out. There would be an immediate fucking war between me and the federal government if I was governor. It's done. I mean, the federal government would never let me become governor because they know shit would hit the fan. This fucking state would say enough is enough when I'm fucking governor. You can take that shit to the bank. Rick smoking a good shit. This is my smoking the good shit. Little Capella. Hey, baby. Wink, wink. She's rocking that bikini in her picture. Hell yeah. Wanna be in cahoots. Oh God. Don't be promoting fake news. I have to say that for my YouTube. According to YouTube standards, this could be considered fake news. Please don't let the comments of my viewers influence and is not the representative of me or this station or this show. Correct. You can run that oil and diesel. Hence, the UK left the EU. Yeah, but I mean, no offense. I mean, that's probably a step in the right direction. And I don't know how much the EU and UK kind of affect each other, but I'm pretty sure the UK, they seem pretty left to me, but maybe they're less left than the EU. I don't know. See, someone else feels sorry for the Lysol guy, not just me. He's our Texas highway cop who got caught smoking pot in his car. No, I didn't. I saw where the sheriff had an open beer in his car. That was pretty funny. Dip your arrow. Oh, man. Just because you want to be a safe killer. Look, my arrow's going to fucking take your ass out, but I want you to be clean and see-free when you die. I know it doesn't. Fourth largest economy in the world. And we're sitting here putting up shit, paying all this money to the federal government, and they can't even fucking secure our border. They're trying to fuck us. They're shipping illegals in. They're sneaking them around in the middle of the night. I mean, it's just fucking crazy what the state allows. I mean, we have lost the concept of state rights first. The federal government was never intended to be in charge or own fucking anything. Our founders wanted states' rights because they knew as soon as government grows, it gets out of control, it becomes a power grab and a money grab and crooked elections. And that's exactly where we're at. It's just freaking crazy that people can't see the light. I'll tell you what, I got to work. There's a video where a guy, before I read that, there is a video. How many of y'all have been up on this, the dude that planted the bombs where the vice president was at? Man, Tucker Carlson did a great spot on it, and Bongino talked about it, and I started looking into it, and that's some interesting shit. There is a guy, they got a picture of him in 2 different areas planting bombs in D.C. where the vice president is, and they said that I can't say his name, the T president that's no longer president, his supporters did it. It was during a resurrection, and they blamed it on the Patriots. And they got a picture of this guy, and they can't catch him. I call bullshit. The FBI is absolutely 100% fucking covering, or that guy works for the FBI. He is a plant. He planted the freaking bombs, and they know it. They tracked down everybody at that freaking meet through a geofence with phones. They coordinated. They know who everybody was at. This guy that planted the bombs was on his phone. He was in the air, and he was caught by cameras. And you're telling me they can't track him and find him? They're saying we can't catch this dude. And they gave some fuzzy ass 2 pictures they got. They got actual video footage of this guy. And they're saying we can't catch him. This is our competent, great FBI. I'm still doing a little research. That's going to be a good video. If you want to look into something that's really outrageous, how the fuck can a dude plant 2 fucking bombs for the vice president, and they blamed it, and the media set it all out on the Patriots, and they can't catch this guy? Yet they catch some dude in fucking Texas that just happens to show up in one blip at the freaking thing, and they arrest him, and he was a cop here. I mean, don't tell me they can't catch this guy. They are covering, or that guy was a government plant. He planted those fucking guns, and our government is doing more dirty shit, and the fucking FBI is fucking in cahoots with them, and they're fucking crooked terrorists as well. All right, where are we at here? There was a bunch of FBI informants that were posing as Antifa members. You can bet your ass they were. Rate F CIA wet up. I had a throwaway phone. That's smart. If you're going to go to a rally, it's probably smart to get a throwaway phone. Throw down phone, burner phone, whatever you want to call it. They absolutely are. Rick talking to a Freemason. What? Really? What's a Freemason? Is that the Illuminati dudes that everybody's the third eye on the back of the dollar bill? Is that? I can't keep up with all the crazy things that people tell me that he was a Fed. I'll bet money he was a Fed. New Chili Pepper song. Man, a lot of people are getting a lot of songs. I haven't forgotten the email. Sup, Rick, 3%. I haven't forgotten the email. I have a shit ton of homework. What email? I don't know. Walmart parking lot dangerous at night. Oh, Rick's fault. Everything's my fault. Guy was a prophet. Have you seen the story of the dude ambush cops in Arizona after he shot his... Man, I heard the story. I haven't looked it up, but I need to put that on my list of things because I wanted to look at that. I mean, I'll be honest, man. When cops get ambushed now, I'm just... It's not like, damn, man. I wonder if they were good guys. I wonder... It doesn't matter. The cops now have put themselves in a position that they are their own worst enemy, and they are the enemy of the people. And to me, they're no better than the feds. I mean, anybody wants to say local law enforcement is better than feds? I don't believe that. If they were, they wouldn't be fucking with the pesky citizens. They would not be making the citizens the enemy of the state. They would not be taxing the fuck out of them by doing traffic stops and violating their rights and detaining them and yelling to arrest them if they don't resist. And they're doing this, and you got a tinted window, and all this fucking bullshit that they're fucking with decent people about. It's bullshit. And no, somebody's gonna come here. Oh, Rick got a ticket. He's crying. I haven't got a fucking ticket. You fucking idiots. I don't have to be a victim of government tyranny to see government tyranny. You freaking idiots that want to justify this shit. Let's see. Sounds like a Fed op. You've seen the new electromagnetic gun that you can buy for about $4,000? No shit. I have not seen that. What? Come on, dude. Really? Is this going to be a freaking rabbit hole? Electromagnetic spectrum. Oh, I want an electromagnetic gun. Oh, not gun. 3,000 electromagnetic gun declared a serious weapon during. Is it a rifle? Oh, shit. That looks badass. Dude. Is that a fucking rail gun? A rail gun that uses electrical pulses to propel something very fast, like thousands of feet per second? I bet you all those are batteries for the electrocharge to push the bullet down. Video appeared online. Electromagnetic rifle surfaced last year, manufactured, pre-orders, general public. We did a story with the largely 3D printed battery-powered rifle. Maybe at first glance appear almost a toy-like. The full video can be found on YouTube. Let's get to some specs here. How fast will it shoot and what's the weight? The GR1 is listed at pre-sale. 3,300 still appears. Accelerates ferromagnetic or iron-rich metal slugs with a diameter under a half-inch to speeds of 75 meters per second or 240 feet per second. That's not that fast. Now, these slugs that they're shooting look pretty freaking menacing. And it doesn't say what they weigh because weight and speed is the issue. But 240 feet per second, hell, I think I can throw a punch that fast. I'm not sure that's that fast. I could be wrong. Huh. Pretty spiffy. I did not hear about that. I like when I find out new shit. Oh, it's not regulated yet? Oh, probably not. They're trying. My bow shoots faster. I know. Exactly. I'd rather have a pellet gun. Dude, those pellet guns nowadays, 1,200 feet per second, 1,600 feet per second, some of them. I'm telling people that can't own a gun and don't want to get the feds in your business and don't want to get fingerprinted and don't want to go through the bullshit, those freaking pellet rifles with a scope, and they sell them with a silencer, are not firearms, and they're shooting at 1,600 feet per second. You can reach out and touch somebody with that and still do damage. Fire slugs, not disc. Looks heavy. Hell yeah, it's heavy. Just parade that beast around the dealership. Yeah, I got a rail gun on my truck. You want me just to bring it in while you're working on my car? Yeah, see, it doesn't give me the weight, so I can't do the mass. Not church mass, mass and weight. Liberal tears. Yeah, I think I would rather an AR over that too. I would too. I'm telling you, man, the AR is a great freaking gun. I mean, look, there's a lot of great semi-automatics, but the AR is a great, simple platform. Pretty easy to use, pretty easy to take down, pretty reliable. Shoots a pretty good bullet. I mean, I wish it shot a 30 caliber bullet. If the AR shot, and I know you can get an AR-10 that shoots a 308, But there is an AR, and I wanted to buy it too, man. I couldn't justify it. At a pawn shop, there was a AR that shot an AK round. So it was a 30 caliber 7.62. And it had mags, and it was the exact thing as the AR, except it shot the AK round. And I freaking love that gun. It was really, really nice. And he wanted $650 for it. And I was just like, man, I can't do it. It came with a couple mags because it takes special mags. And I wanted that gun so bad. I went and looked at it at least 4 different times. And I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get it. But, you know, when you want something and money's not right and it's not the right time, and then you look back later and you're like, damn, I wish I'd have got that. It was a freaking nice gun. And it was built with all high-end shit. Spider Co, some sort of Spider lower, which is a good lower, and some sort of high-tech barrel that was a good barrel. And it was a nice freaking gun, and I freaking loved it. I went in, I'd look at it, and I'd play with it, and I mean, my palms would get sweaty just handling it. I'm like, man, I really want this gun, and I just couldn't pull the trigger on it because I got too many ARs, and I was like, that is a nice freaking gun, and I would really like to be able to say I have it, but I don't. He's talking about the CMMG MK47, the Mutant. I don't know about that. I've never heard of the Mutant. Do they have a gun? This was a handmade. Somebody built it. MK47 Mutant. Off Tokarov. The hell was that? The CMG Mutant is an American-made semi-automatic chamber 7.62 by 39. No shit. I didn't even know they made one. Wow. What does that run? And it operates everything. It's got the charging handle, the bolt, everything's the same as the AR. So there's no learning curve. I mean, I have a lot of AKs, so there's not really that much of a learning curve. But this is a pretty familiar platform that's pretty easy to clean, and it's just a nice gun. I didn't know they were like mass marketing. This guy built this. This was a hand built that I was looking at. Wow. He's got that one rigged up with a silencer. Nice. Dude, the AK round. I love the AR, and I love the AK round. The 7.2 by 39, 7.62 by 39, it's a great round. And, you know, the 30 caliber makes a bigger hole than the little bitty 22.556. So, I mean, it's just, to me, a superior round. You don't get the speed that you get from the AK, and you don't get the distance, and you may not get the accuracy. With this gun, I think you would get the accuracy. The AK barrels are not really made for accuracy. They're more for short. Palmetto State Armory, KS47. Really? They have one? How much is it? KS47. I like when we get on Gun Talk. Especially when it's Gun Talk I don't know shit about. I don't keep up with all the gun shit. I'm so damn busy fighting fucking YouTube, the electric company, and the government. I don't have time to fucking... $5.99. 7.62. Palmetto order right there, baby. $5.99. That looks like an AR with an AK mag. Dude, that's freaking sweet. Now that I know I can get it, I feel better. I had anxiety because I thought I missed like the opportunity and I'd never be able to own it. Now that I know I can get it, it's like, okay, they'll be around. Dude, that's a great gun. Now, I think I have more 5.56 ammo than I do AK ammo. So, but, dude, if I had this gun, this would be in my truck instead of my AR. Wow. I can vouch for Palmetto. I've got a Palmetto. I traded a gun. What did I do? I had a bolt gun. What was that bolt gun I sold? I gave it to Buck, and I told him to sell it. And he sold it, and a guy gave him a Palmetto AR-15 that they built. And he had it priced for the same price as he was going to give me for my gun. And he goes, I made money and got this gun. He goes, if you want the gun, instead of me paying you, you can have the gun. Had a red dot on it, built by them. Nice little gun. It was this, what do they call that, gray? Instead of the normal black or tan, it was the urban gray or whatever. It was a gray. And I didn't have a gray AR. And I was like, that's pretty nice. I said, fuck, I'll just take the gun. Because I need the money. I was just getting rid of the bolt action that I didn't want. And so I ended up with another freaking AR. I still have it. And it was a good gun. I went through it. Solid. Everything looked good. Shot good. Everything. I had no problems with it. $7.99 now. Oh, shit. No kidding. Damn. I choose PSA over CMM. Oh, really? I think my little Glock, where you slide your Glock in that gun to where it's got the, I forgot what it's called. I think that's a CMMG, some shit. Plasma rifle. 7.4 it run like a Singer sewing machine gun. Got to know what you're doing. I built mine from scratch. Yeah, that one was built from scratch. It was really nice. See, a lot of people don't have confidence in the AK, and I've got all the confidence in the world in my AKs. Of course, I go through them and shoot some rounds through them, but I got no problem with my AKs. I think if there was an AK and an AR and shit was hitting the fan, I think I'd grab an AK. Sorry. I'm going to have all my AR people hating on me. You're a traitor, man. You're taking Russia over to you. Sorry. CMMG is a different class than Palmetto. Yeah, which one's better, though? Thoughts on a Marlin? I like Marlins. I mean, they're a little blocky and they're kind of stiff. I don't know if they smooth out, but I was looking. I wanted that Marlin large loop. They have a large loop in 357, and it was a nice gun. They usually have that kind of grayish looking wood, or what's that wood to where they glue a bunch of pieces together and cut it out? What's that called? I can't think of it right now, but anyway. Check Gun Broker. They have deals. I've never bought a gun off Gun Broker or anything like that. No, look, 30-06 is a good round, but that damn thing hurts. I'm sorry. I mean, it's easy to say I'm macho and I'm tough, and I like that motherfucker hurts when you shoot it. I'm sorry. It is a big freaking round, and it pushes back because it does. Any damage, the more damage it does downrange, the more damage it does at your fucking shoulder. I mean, that's just the way it is. I've got the that Garand, M1 Garand in 30-06, and it's a beast of a gun. It's heavy, so it takes a lot of recoil, and that damn thing still hurts. Hey, gun people. I guess $650 for the shorty. Oh, really? I'd probably want the shorty. I'm not trying to impress the women with the size of my AK. I'm trying to impress the dude that I'm hitting with it. That's who I want to impress. AK-shaped mags, I mean, you can't fire from the prone. You can. It's just a little bit higher. Delayed roll by cam. No shit? Really? Wow. I wonder what the recoil difference of those two. Somebody get one of these gun channels to do a review on both those. Send me a link. I wonder if there's a big difference in the recoil. See, if my channel was just guns and doing shit, I would have like a little pad here with pressure. And when I shot a gun, you would know how much pressure the gun puts on you and how much what goes out the front. Because one without the other really is kind of hard to tell. And I think women would love to have that info, because I think they would buy guns with the least amount of pressure on your shoulder when you fired it. And again, but if you pull it in tight, would that decrease the pressure? Would it change the pressure? So, I mean, that would be an issue. But Spike's Tactical. Maybe that's what it was. Knew about 800. Yeah, I think that's what it was because he had it for $650 at the pawn, saying it was almost a grand new, and I thought he was bullshitting me. But that's, I think, what it was. Spikes. It was a freaking nice gun, dude. I'm still kicking myself for fucking not getting that. I haven't checked it for 3 or 4 years. I can't imagine it still being there. Ammo easier to find. AR ammo easier to find. Anytime you get ammo that the military uses, that's why I tell people if you're going to get a gun, if it's a NATO round or military uses it, there's always going to be ammo because the government stockpiles. There's millions. Anytime there's a conflict, ammo is like toilet paper. I mean, it's just readily available. They don't want guys running out of toilet paper, and they don't want them running out of freaking ammo. So, I mean, it's just freaking cases and cases. I mean, we would go out on these, we'd have cases and cases of ammo. And like I said, we used to get our barrels bright red because they didn't want to bring the ammo back and log it back in. So they said, let's shoot it. And we would load up all these magazines, just put in full 30-round mags and go, because we got a sign that the ammo was actually fired and empty casings or whatever. I don't know how they justified it, but you couldn't bring back ammo and you couldn't just leave it. So you had to shoot it. So we would just sit there, 8, 10, 12 of us in a freaking line, full auto, new mag. And we would do this every time we went out. It wasn't like once every 4 years. I mean, it was 4 or 5 times a year. And I mean, and when you shoot automatic and your barrel gets red, you're tearing up rifling. They have to replace barrels. It heats up a lot of things. I mean, there's just this. That's a good way to get a cook off. If your barrel's red and you put a live round in there and lay the gun down, there was actually a case where a guy tried to kill his drill sergeant. He did that, and he laid the gun down and shot and killed somebody or shot somebody. And you can't. It's hard to prove intent because he said he didn't know there was a round in there. So, but if you want a cook off, that's what a cook off is. You get your gun too damn hot and you leave a bullet in there and it's going to go off. It has to be really hot. I mean, it doesn't happen from you shooting or just going through a couple of, attacks or combat issues. That doesn't happen. Unless you get glowing, you don't have to worry about cook-off. But if your gun's glowing, you just eject a round and not have a round in the chamber. And when you're going to shoot, you just rack a round in to prevent a cook-off. But anyway, I digress. I don't know what the hell I saw. SKS. I'm not a big SKS guy. Never owned one, so maybe it's unfair. We make barrels for Spikes. FN makes the best barrels. We make them better than M4 and M16 we manufacture. Oh, no shit. Who is we? What's the name of the company, dude? Never shot an AR or AK. Oh, man, those are great guns. Yeah. My AR is by far the easiest pew-pew to shoot. Never leaves me sore. Yeah, AR doesn't kick a whole bunch, which makes it a really great gun. We're here to make you feel better, Rick. Really? Thanks, everyone. I'm excited. Hey, are you in freaking? I didn't see Jose here. Are you in class yet? Are you sneaking out with your phone freaking texting us when you're supposed to be freaking polishing your boots, boy? Get your ass in there and polish those damn boots. I think he's in boot camp, or he's going. What do Chinese shoot for ammo? We're all going to speak in Mandarin anyway. Spike Tactical, great manufacturer until Ben Mookie also fucked everything. My SKS are better than my AR. Oh, man. See, there are some SKS lovers that freaking love their guns. I've never gotten into them, never thought they were that great, but there's people that love them, which is cool. I bought 1,250 rounds 354 months ago. That's not too bad. I think I was paying 200 rounds for $1,000, $200 for 1,000. I mean, I've got some good AK ammo. I've got a few thousand. I don't know exactly, but I know we'll say several few thousands. Adams, no, I'm being good. Jose just came up fast, sending you good thoughts. Bull barrel, no problem. You just couldn't fire that fast. I live in California. All the ARAK talk is making me cry. You guys can't have an ARRK. I don't even know what the laws are there now. When I was there, I was a cop, so it didn't matter anyway. You guys can't have either or? You got to be shitting me, really? I missed notification. Yeah, YouTube is freaking shave that beard off, Jose. Is he here with his little beard on? Cough, no toilet paper. You run it. Jose, much love. Man, everybody saw Jose but me. 25-45 Sharps AR? What? A 45 Sharps AR? I got a Tommy gun that shoots a 45 with a drum mag. Does anyone have an insight about Ukraine? Yeah, they're going to get overrun by Russia within the next week. How's that for insight? I like the M&P 1522. Not sure what that is. Palmetto Army is making ammo now. Are they really? Good for them. I mean, think about a product that you know you're going to be able to sell and you know you're going to be able to charge and make a profit. Why wouldn't you put all your... I mean, there's not a whole lot of things out there that you can make that doesn't have an expiration date, that you know is going to be sold. It's not going to go bad on the shelf. It's always going to be worth money and probably be worth more money later. Why wouldn't more people be capitalizing on that supply and demand? I mean, all these smart people out there with money. I got no money. Maybe a little smarts. If you're an ammo producer, you make money. Guaranteed. Ain't no bad times, good times, lockdown, no light. If you sell ammo, you make money. Period. So why wouldn't there be so many ammo manufacturers that there's no way there's a shortage? I mean, this should be a dominated market. And it's not. I don't get it. Sorry. Love my SKS. Hey, Rick, I ship out for basic. Jose! Infantry training on Monday. Last live for 6 months. Woo, doggies. I don't know. If I were you, I would probably shave my beard off, but I don't know if I might just say, fuck it. It's my motherfucking beard. I'll shave it off when they tell me I got to shave it off. So I don't know. Some people are saying the only reason I would say you might shave it off is you won't get targeted and looked at. Because sometimes if they target you when you come in and they think you're trying to make a statement and you're trying to be this outlier and stand out, they'll remember that shit. And they'll start riding your ass right off the bat and continue riding it. So I don't know how it runs nowadays, but I might take that off. But I mean, you know, shoot and holler shit. Half a dozen, one or the other. Who knows? CMMG has his own channel. Whatever happened to the dude that the ATF charged? Arrested his ass. The little skinny guy that was promoting the key cards. And they did a warrant. And I called and I talked to him. And then after he got arrested, I sent an email on his thing saying, hey, if you guys send me a copy of the warrant or the arrest document or any documentation that they discovered to you, I will look at it, give you my opinion, see if I can tear it down or whatever. Never heard from him. So everybody keeps telling me, man, you got to go. I reached out to him. The offer's still there. If you guys want to tell him, whatever, I'll absolutely review, give my opinion, look at the warrant, look at everything, see if I can find holes, see if I think some bullshit. But if nobody wants my opinion, well, that's cool too, but that's all right. They have a website. Spikes makes great lowers. It was a Spikes lower now. I'm also a big baby. Uh-oh. Big baby needs a spanking. Big babies need spankings. All right. That price was 2 years ago. Everything went up now about 800, 900. Wow. What? An AR in 30-06? I've never heard of that one. I'm so used to shooting, a kick doesn't bother me. Yeah, you say that now, and when you're younger and you got maybe more muscle mass, or you heal quicker, or you don't bruise easy, maybe. But and I'm telling you, that shit, just I don't want to be in freaking pain every time I go shoot. Not that I even shoot that damn much. Love and fat is where it's at. All righty. Rick, I'm just getting here. How did it go Tuesday with the new GM? I never met with him. I just went and got my free tent, and they hooked me up with a gas tank and all that shit I talked about earlier. Jerry showed up and I punched him. I talked about that earlier too. You can go back and watch it. Anyway, no, been chilling. What's up, dude? FN hurts. Lee, that kind of, people are going to read that, and if they're not really into the conversation and don't know what we're talking about, that might be odd. Quality, just cheaper and less quality control. What? Really? Terra, the sky blue. Radial deployed back. I better go to the new comments. I've been going backwards here. Sorry if I left you guys out. FAL Heavy 308. What? Rick kicked Jerry in the balls. Don't give it away. Make them go watch the video. Ford, the power company, the government, you know, the usual stuff. I have 2 plastic disc toy guns. Saved them for 54 years. The only plastic left. Frame 1,000 around. Single malfunction. Sending thoughts and prayers to poor Jose. Someone does make an AR and 50 caliber. It's called a Beowulf. Oh, really? See, that's another gun that if you can buy it and if you can afford it, they had one on auction. And I was starting auction on it, and people were getting crazy with it. I mean, the gun new was maybe worth $5,500. I was going to go $3,000 to $3,500 if I could get it. I think I ended up bidding up to $4,000. That damn thing sold for like $12,000 at the auction. I'm like, you fucking crazy. I would love to have 50 cal, only because the 50 cal is the greatest reach out and touch someone at a distance and let them know with a lot of love when that round impacts them. They're going to know it. The love came hard. And a lot of states are outlawing the 50 cal. I don't think you can have a 50 cal in California. I don't think you can have one in New York. And I don't think you can have one in New Jersey. And all those states are going to just be flooding. Each state is going to make a more and more 50 cal is a no-go. Anytime you know the government's going to make something illegal, you should probably buy it now. 4570 is a pretty hard kicking round. It's a good round too. I think Marlin makes a nice lever action in 4570. That'll take down anything in North America. A 4570 will take down any animal in North America. If we had dinosaurs, maybe not. But other than that, anything in North America, 4570 will take it down. Pretty big punch. China used AK. China really makes a good AK. I've got a, what is China? Who makes their AK? I can't think of it. I have a Chinese AK that used to be $125. You could get five of them in a case from China for $400 when I was on a SWAT team back in the 80s. And a lot of guys were like, man, we should buy a case. I was like, oh, man, they'll go down. Just wait. They'll go down. Fuck. We'd have bought that case. They're all selling for $1,000 now each. So a priest and a rabbi. Uh-oh. I got kicked by an immigrant. It's okay. It was a peaceful kick, dude. You're right. 30-06. The problem with ammo manufacturers, there's no components to buy. Well, then you make components. I mean, it's kind of like car manufacturer. We don't have chips. Why aren't car manufacturers making their own chips? Why wouldn't, if a chip manufacturer could hold my business hostage, why wouldn't I get in the chip making business to where I don't have to depend on someone else? I just don't understand. What was your first gun, Rick? Hell, it had to be 22 as a kid. I can't remember. Maybe I was 12. I got to guess it's a 22. I mean, unless you count the BB gun before that. What is at the top of your pew-pew wish list? I'd probably have to say a nice 50 cal. If I could have any gun, that's what I'd want. I should probably sell, if I could sell some of my guns, I could probably buy one, but Bear Creek Arsenal has many calibers, not good quality. He's laying low. Someone else is using his channel. What? The original key card guy is still in jail. No, the original key card. The guy that made the key card is still in jail, but the guy that promoted it, he's out, right? Little CRS dude or something. Key card guy is, yeah, I think it's CRS or something like that. Pray for my beard, everyone. Cut that shit off. I'll cut that shit off with a rusty razor. What's your favorite site for bulk buying, Rick? I don't really have a favorite site. I search and I look and I find the cheapest price. So I don't really have a favorite site. I just Google bulk ammo and look around. Who seems like a snitch? Oh, that's the CRS dude? He got out of the clink. It's yet another form of gun control. Yep. CRS Farm, CRS guy. That guy's an ATF agent. Come on, man. They wouldn't be serving a warrant on his ass if he was an ATF. I'm shaving it so I won't stand out. Yeah, it's personal choice, dude. A person gay. Really? Okay, what the heck are you people? What? What are we talking about? Are we picking on gay people? I just want to trigger Rick. Uh-oh. That won't be hard. Freaking talk about the government freaking power. Jose, you don't want to ever learn your name. What's the deal with all the ammo and guns and mags getting dull in color? I don't know. Maybe shiny paint is cheaper. First impressions, I'd shave. Sunshine Stacker, are you kidding me? Uh-oh, what did Sunshine say? No money, Rick, but you spent $60K on a mobile mount. I didn't spend $60K. You think I got $60K? First of all, the bank owns it. I financed it. Second of all, I only spent $20K. And I didn't spend $20K. I financed $20K. So I gave him my other truck for this truck. Not that it's any of your motherfucking business, but thanks for playing. Whatever. Good night. Got to go. See ya. How long have I been on here? Oh, I've almost been 2 hours. Damn, I'm milking this freaking wine. Yeah, primers are hard. My buddy Bob, last time we went to a gun show, he bought every fucking primer he had. He's got like 2,000 of every pistol, small rifle. He bought fucking everything. He goes, dude, I got so many fucking primers. Everybody crying about primers. He goes, I got primers up my ass. He goes, I knew there was going to be a shortage. He goes, primers are always the first thing to go in every shortage. And dumbasses that don't buy it when it's available, fuck them. So that's what Bobby thinks. All righty. Wait, 306 AR. The fuck you talking about? What? Belinda, seriously, that's what she wanted and got for her wedding gift. What did she get? A gun? I gave my buddy's son a gun for a wedding gift. Shave it now. Oh, that's what she said. Drill sergeant made me dry shave my mustache. Oh, man, that would freaking hurt. Judy Booty, she's still here. I want to spend $10 a round on 50. I've got 50 caliber. I paid, I think, $5 at that. This is a 50 caliber round. And I got these, I think, for $3 a round at that auction. That was the most I was going to pay because they were about $5 a round. And I bought, I want to say 200 for $3 each. And they came with an ammo can. I thought you only get angry, corrupt, dirtbag, unconstitutional government. I was handed down a Marlin 22 39A lever action and a Ruger M77 25-06. Have you ever shot or owned either? I have not. Have not shot or owned either of those. Sorry. I think CRS is being cautious. He doesn't know who to trust. I mean, that's cool. But I mean, sending me his shit and getting my opinion doesn't mean he has to trust me or listen to me. I might be able to give his attorney something to help him. 10 gauge shells. Good luck. I mean, they just don't, it's hard to find a 10 or 8 gauge shit nowadays. What laws is Biden trying to pass that he claims doesn't violate? He's a fucking communist motherfucking cocksucker. I blocked someone called a person talking hella smack. What? Frozen in it? Beard control. 50 Beowulf is not a true 50 BMG. Academy Sports is one of the best bulk ammo places I found. Really? Academy, I bought a lot of ammo at Academy. That's a Texas company. I don't know if they're everywhere else, but they're pretty big here in Texas. There's one in Denton. There's usually one in pretty much every city in Texas. There's an Academy Sporting Goods, and their ammo prices do tend to be okay. 4570 half tube mag. Kicks pretty good. Yeah. 4570 is a good little, very cool. What made you think Rick was talking the projectile new and slow, thinking a disc projectile would be entering concept curve? Disc projectile is not necessarily that new. They put disc projectiles in a 410, and they're really shitty ballistically because a flat disc, it doesn't rotate like a bullet, so you can't stabilize it. It is flat and it tumbles, and it will move in different directions. So it's kind of like if I shot this donut at you as a disc, it may come out of the shell like this, and as soon as it hits air, it's going to be doing this, which means it will go every way. You can't stabilize it like you can a bullet. So discs are not what I would think are effective at all type of rounds. In my humble opinion. Not that my opinion should go against any YouTube standard or community standard to help keep people safe and stupid. Red Rider Wasp, don't shoot your eye out. Love my 410 shotgun. 410 is a great little gun. Good little shotgun. I got a single shot 410 sitting by the fireplace downstairs. I got it, I think, for $75 at a pawn shop. It was looking shitty and rusty, and I scratched it and polished it, removed all the bluing. I glued a little, one of those little green tubes at the front for a sight, and it's a single action 410. And if something happens, you know, and I keep it sitting right next to the fireplace, so if somebody comes into my house and breaks in, they'll see that gun, want to grab it, and hopefully leave. And just, you know, I would love to just lose a $75 gun from a burglar. Nobody knows. Totally Antique dropped everything. If you want to find cheap ammo, what happened to Dumpster Baby? The dumpster ate my baby. The dingo ate your baby. The dumpster ate your baby. What happened to the Dumpster Baby? First gun, Grandpa's 3030. I've got a 3030. I love the 3030. Lever action, great gun, Old West, but it kicks pretty damn good too. But it's a good round. A 3030 is not a play baby round. Yeah, 458. I mean, these larger guns, there's always good big guns and stuff, but again, ammo, reloading, weight, kick, there's all kind of things. .30-06. Off the gun topic, what was your first car, Rick? I think it was my dad was my first car. He died when I was 15 or 16, and he had a Grand Marquis, a little tan four-door big-ass boat. And I think I got that one. My sister got his newer one. I got the older one because I was younger. And I think that was my first car. First car I bought after that was a Malibu Classic. I can't remember all the cars I've owned. Malibu Classic, Sunbird, little 4-speed Sunbird. Honda Prelude was a red one. 4Runner. BMW 300 series. Dodge truck. Ford truck. Toyota truck. I had another Cutlass or Classic, a Chevy Cutlass Supreme at one point. I can't remember all the other cars I've had. I think that might be close to them. All right, where are we at here? Oh my God, that was my first car. How about a single shot from Vivid Kennedy? Do you want the M107? What? How about a single shot? You know what? Buck has a single shot. I would love a single shot 50 PMG. I mean, obviously a semi-automatic would be better, but a single shot would be cool too. Do you want the M107? What's the M107? M107 50. Oh, yeah, that's the Barrett. That's a great gun. I'd love to have that gun. Shit. I'd take that. What are they going for nowadays? Anybody know? Yeah, that's a bolt action, and it's got a magazine. Hell, I would even take a bolt action single. Buck's got a single shot 50. You have to pull the bolt completely out, shove a round in, and then put the bolt back in. And that's one of his 50s. This semi-automatic is freaking fancy. Man, that'd be a great 50. I'd love to have that sucker. $11K? Ooh, shit. Damn. Nova. I never had a Nova. I wanted a, what's that little half like truck that looks like a little, what's it called? Shit. El Camino? They still make the El Camino? It's like a truck, but it's a two-door little single lower. It's like a car with a truck bed. Man, I love that. I wanted that truck. I don't even know if I might have bought that one time. I loved that freaking car when that came out. 64 Mustang. Wow, that's a nice little car. Century Arm CD 39x2 is way better. Is that a 50 caliber? 14K, 15K. No shit. Wow. That's just crazy. Grand Marquis, was it brown? Yeah, it was like a tan brown. Almost like a cream tan brown. That must have been the color back then because cars kind of stick with colors. Fun gun shoot, lever action, 37. I have a lever action. I love that freaking gun. Not only is it fun, it's accurate and it's pretty freaking powerful. You get hit with a 357 rifle without even a lever action short barrel. I mean, the barrel is still a lot longer than any pistol. It is a pretty formidable round. I keep one of those on my horse when I'm riding my horse. I keep one in a horse trailer. So axes are exempt. Somebody got an axe now. First car was a 66 Pontiac GTO. Gran Torino. Woo! GTO was the shit back in the day, people. It was a tan brown. Let's see. I didn't know it was a donkey till I was done. What? Easy, girl. 22 bolt action was the first. I want it back. Yeah, little 22 bolt. PSA source metal decommissioned Soviet subs. My first car, Honda Prelude SE white 5-speed. Mine was a SI, but it was red and it was automatic and it was fast. God, I got pulled over so many. Luckily, I was a cop when I had that car because I got pulled over so many times. And it had a sunroof. And I had one girlfriend that liked to stand up with her head out the freaking sunroof and look at the stars while I was snacking. I love that car. 77 Monte Carlos were big back in the day. 77 Monte Carlo. That's back when the Trans Am had the big bird on the front. What year was the Trans Am with the big vent and the big bird around it that everybody had? I mean, I think a couple of movie stars had it too on movies or in shows. That was like the shit, the Trans Am with the bird. Ford Probe. Wow. I haven't heard that in a while. 62 Beamer Series 3. My little Beamer had a 6-cylinder. It was pretty fast, too. It'd get to 110, 120 quick. I mean, it was fast and it handled good. 4Runners, great vehicles. Yeah, I like my 4Runner. I would pull it. I'll tell you what, man, Jeeps are, and I hate if somebody has a Jeep here, please don't be offended. I've never been in a Jeep that was quiet. I've never been in a Jeep that was comfortable. I've never been in a Jeep that wasn't a freaking draft pit. And I've never been in a Jeep that didn't feel like I was riding in a freaking old military fucking shitty ass vehicle. So Jeeps look cool, and they look cool when you're driving it, and they look cool in the movies. But if you ever own one, it is the worst riding. And when I had my 4Runner, we used to go out 4-wheeling on the weekends. And when we'd go out 4-wheeling, it'd be 8 or 10 of us. We'd go to shit. I mean, I'm surprised I didn't kill myself. I went up this fucking mountain, and I thought for sure my car was flipping over backwards. And I got like 3/4 of the way up, and I tried to slow down, and I started sliding back. And then I lost traction, and I literally, by tapping the brakes, skid fucking backwards, waiting, almost went left or right. Because if you go left or right at that speed, you're flipping over. And I mean, we went to some shit places, mud so deep that if you weren't going 50 miles an hour when you hit it, you were getting stuck. I mean, you had to go through it and kind of like glide over it and throw the shit for miles, or you sunk down. We would have to pull people out by making a chain with our cars, because one car with a chain could not get enough traction to pull it out. It was so deep. So we would make a daisy chain of trucks. We'd have one truck here connected to here. We'd put another truck in front of here and connect to that truck. And we'd put another truck in front of, and we'd have 5 cars connected, all 5 of them with 4-wheel drives, dragging us out of the shit we got stuck in. And you want to know what vehicle got stuck the most and the hardest to get out? Those damn Jeeps. Everyone else did much better. The Jeeps performed the fucking worst in mud. So if you have a Jeep, I'm sorry, but I'm just telling you my experience with Jeeps. All right. Where are we at here? Let me go down and see if I pissed off any Jeep people. Jeeps are great. Oh, shit. This guy's unsubscribed right now. He's like, fuck this dude. He sucks, man. You don't like my car. I'm unsubscribed. Let's see. I had 43 Willies. 43. A wheelie is when you pop a wheelie, right? 40. I learned to drive it in 3 years. What? Skid plates required. Jeeps are officially women cars. I swear every Jeep. You know what? I think you're right. Now that you said that, just about every damn Jeep I've seen in the last 2 years have been driven by a woman also. That's a pretty good connection that I did not connect till you just said that. I don't know why, but they suck in a lot of ways. In my opinion, I'm sorry. Don't beat me up. Hopefully Jerry Reynolds doesn't sell Jeeps, or he'll be here. Man, you can't trash my Jeep. What you said about that, I'm going to make your life miserable because I sell Jeeps, and it's... All right. I used to drive a boyfriend, big-ass Dodge Diesel is nothing. I love my Honda CRV. Bonneville. My parents had a Bonneville, big old giant back seat, and it was huge, long hood that went down to a point. I remember I snuck it out one night before I got my license, and they left me home by myself or some shit. And I was like, man, I've always wanted to drive this car. So I backed it out of the driveway and drove it back in. Of course, I fucked it up, parked it wrong, and they knew. I got my ass in trouble. I thought I was all slick and I wasn't going to get caught. And all I did was freaking raise the garage and drive it back, drive far. And I thought I was all cool and shit. Put it in reverse, put it in drive, put it in reverse. I'm a bad mofo. I'm driving. I thought I put it all back and everything was cool and shit. And they fucking busted my ass. My first car, 87 Jeep Wrangler soft top. It was loud, rainy, wet, and drafty. I guarantee it. Rick, I drive a Jeep. Everything you said is true. Thanks, Matt. All right, there's Matt, an honest dude. He drives it, and he's not pissed at me for stating the freaking truth. Good for you. I hated my Jeep. I know. I don't know how they stay in business, and they don't change anything. It's like for years they've had all these same problems, and you go in a Jeep today or 20 years ago, and they're the fucking same. 15 grand for, I think we're back to the 50 caliber. 12G. I'm driving my first and last Jeep. What a piece of shit. See, if you guys would listen to me, I should be like the car dude, man. If you guys would listen to me, you would never buy a Jeep. And I'm telling you something else. I love a black car. I love a black car when it's clean. I've owned some black cars. Black car is the worst fucking color you will ever own in a car. You will hate the day the only time you will like that car is for 10 minutes after you wash it and wax it, and it looks freaking gorgeous and it's reflective, etc. After you own it a while, it will show up every scratch, dust, piece of shit. It shows up dust. Every fucking of your idiot friend will want to walk by because it's dusty and you can see it, and they'll want to write, "Wash me, I'm dirty." And when you wash it, you'll see all that scratched into your fucking paint because black shows everything. Don't own a black fucking car. It's hot. It cooks in the sun. It is a pain in the ass. And you know what? They look pretty. Okay? Don't hate me. If you own a black car, here I come. Rick, why are you mad at black Jeeps? You just don't like it because it's black. You're a racist. All right, whatever. What you can tell me. People, I have no agenda. It's not like a black car splashed water on me now and I hate black cars, or a Jeep freaking ran out of gas on me and I hate Jeeps. It's not. I'm just telling you what I've seen over the years. Had a Wrangler, hated it. I'm telling you, I don't know how they sell those damn cars. They have to sell them to idiots, and you notice they'll always be driven by somebody cool in movies and everything. Because I think Jeep is like, dude, if we don't have people in the fucking movies driving these cars, nobody will know that this car is such a piece of shit. We got to give these cars to Hollywood so they'll drive them so we can sell them. And guess all women are buying them. Hell, if Jeep makes a pink Jeep, that motherfucker will fly off the shelf. Man, I got a lot of people that had Jeeps, and they all seem to agree. Dodge Dart. I remember the Dart. I had a buddy that had a Dart. He put a rear end anti-slip disc. What they used to call that? Posi traction is what they used to call it. I don't know what they call it now. But he jacked it up. Big tires on it. Dude, that thing put a big old 4-barrel carburetor. That thing was smoking fast. People look at it. Oh, man, what was that? A Dart? Yeah. Isn't a Duster the same as a Dart? His might have been a Duster. I thought the Duster and a Dart was the same. Dude, he worked on that bad boy. It was freaking smoking fast. Pacer. The Pacer was the car that every time you got hit from the rear end, your car burst into flames and you were killed. I mean, it is known. Anybody that was alive during a Pacer, you're going to die by fire if you drive a Pacer. Because, I mean, there was even freaking commercials that were making jokes to where they put two cars together and they would barely touch each other and it would bust into flames because it was just like they were known. If you got rear-ended in a Pacer, your ass was burning up. You better be bailing out of the fucking car. If a car comes close to you in the rear end, you better jump out of your fucking car and run because it was going to catch on fire and burn up. I don't know what they ever did with it. They ever fixed it or if it just went away. But the Pacers were the freaking, you were going to play, Richard Pryor running around with your hair on fire if you got rear-ended in a Pacer. The first wide small car. The Pinto. I forgot about the old Pinto. Didn't one of the Charlie's Angels drive a Pinto? I think she did. Oh, no, I thought the Pacer was the one that blew up. Was it the Pinto that burst into... Man, I don't know. I thought it was the Pacer. Maybe it was the Pinto. All these guys are telling me it was a Pinto. They must be right. It was a Pinto. Oh, maybe it was a Pinto. Sorry. 280Z, yeah. The 300Z, I almost got one of those. Those are pretty nice cars. I like that one. Ford Pinto. It must have been a Pinto. Sorry. I said it was a Pacer. Pinto blows up. Man, everybody caught me on that one. See, that's what's good. Even when I fuck shit up, I got all these people correcting me. No, that was the Pinto. Shit. Pinto. No, Pinto. Shit. Gremlins. Yeah, I forgot about the old Gremlin. And then the movie came out where Gremlins were bad. They probably had to change the name. Ford Pinto. My Gremlin was stolen twice. Most young people have no idea where these cars. My Jeep made it through a shootout, a deer, a swipe swap. I thought it said a wife swap. A swipe swap. What's a swipe swap? And two rear ends. and is still a beast. I sold it to someone I know. Wow, Amanda liked her Jeep. Damn. Duster is cooler than a Dart. Oh, is it? Okay. Pinto. That was the Pinto. That was the Pinto. Oh, my God, man. Boy, I screwed that shit up. All right, it wasn't the Pacer. Somebody loves Pacer here. Why are you giving a Pacer a bad name, man? That was a Pinto. It's not fair. All right, first time lowrider. Jeep does have a pink color. Oh, shit. Are you killing? You guys are killing me. Geo Tracker was like a half Jeep. Oh, I think I remember those. How can you make a Jeep any worse? Take away the back seat. I mean, what? 02 Jeep Liberty still running strong. Okay. Barbie had a pink Jeep. Did she really? Oh, my God. That's why all the women are driving it. Jeep drivers like a cold air San Antonio. Jeep sponsored by no shit. Go freaking figure. Now before I just didn't like them because they were shitty cars. Now I don't like them because they're run by a bunch of left-wing fucking idiots. Fuck Jeep. All right. I used to have a black car. I now own a white car. Yeah, me too. White cars are freaking where it's at, especially in Texas heat. Jeeps are amazing. Oh my God. We have Amanda and Superfly who really love the Jeep. My 87 Wrangler was a wind tunnel. Hate it. Soft top. Never again. Bronco too. Wasn't that OJ? Didn't he get chased with the Bronco? A group of black cars beat up a white car in high school. Oh, shit. That first car was fully loaded black Jeep Wrangler. I brought it off the lot with 6 miles. After my first employment rag, it took me $20K to make it. Not a piece of shit. Fiesta, shit. I agree. That's correct. I do hate everybody equally. Guys buys before. Here we go. A friend of mine wrote on my tailgate, brand new soda. Hillary rocks. He paid $200. Dude, that sucks. I do like to have fucking stickers of my opposing guy. Like if you run around with a bunch of Trump stickers and you see some freaking purple-haired weirdo freaking left-wing idiot, especially in Denton or Austin or one of the other liberal shitholes in Texas, and you just stick a freaking Trump sticker on their car, dude, they freaking lose their mind. They have Trump derangement syndrome, and they will just... I'm never stuck around to find out, but I'm telling you, you stick a Trump sticker on a freaking left-wing idiot's car, and they, especially when they don't know, and they get around their liberal friends... Hell, their car might even get burnt down. That'd be funny. Lit them on car and it comes out a little purple-haired girl. Why'd you guys burn my car? It's got a Trump sticker on it. It wasn't mine. Shut up. Freaking. Oh, Black Jeep slept with Rick's wife. That's why I hate them. That's the big thing, man. Whenever I hate on something, is if I say something about a fireman, oh, man, a fireman must slept with your wife. If I say something about a nurse, oh, man, a nurse must have cheated on you. I mean, it's just like people come up with the craziest shit on why. I need to buy a four-wheel drive, trying to decide if I want a pickup. Dude, I love my pickup, especially with 4 doors. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't really care what brand or whatever. I mean, my Toyota was good. My Dodge was good. The Ford's good. I mean, the more I'm driving my Ford, the more I like it because it's got a lot of little things and conveniences that the Toyota did not have. Toyota's kind of like just a bare bones, kind of like your Jeep of trucks almost. But it's built good and it was a nice truck and I liked it. But the computer system, absolute shit, worst connection, always dropping calls. Map system sucks. The map goes out of date every 3 months and they want to charge you $200 to update it. I mean, the computer system was a constant pain in my ass in that Toyota. I fucking hated it. Couldn't connect, wouldn't connect, would drop in the middle of a call, would only hold a call for 15 minutes, and then it would go to speaker and wouldn't let you reconnect once it dropped you. I just hated the Toyota computer, absolute shit. So, you know, it is what it is. Black cars are awesome in July in Arizona. Let's see. My shooting buddy was ranting over his black car on the way back from range yesterday. Dude, you can't. If you wash that freaking car, go in and eat lunch and come back out, it's going to be dusty. In 1 freaking hour, a black car will show you dust. I mean, I drive on a freaking dirt freaking road. My driveway is dirt, and that white car looks clean even when it's dirty. If you get up next to it, you can see the dirt. But when you're just driving it, it looks pretty clean. You would think a white car would show dirt worse. It doesn't. The power of Jeep compels you. Jeeps are shit. Swirl marks. I mean, black cars show swirl marks. It's crazy. I mean, it's like I said, the only time a black car looks good is when it's inside a showroom on the floor with all the fluorescent lights sparkling off it, and there's no dust in there, and it's in a controlled environment to where it doesn't get hot. That's the only time a black car is nice. Otherwise, when I hear young people, I want a black car, man, it looks cool, I'm just like, you youngsters just won't listen and won't learn, so I'll just let you enjoy it and learn like everyone else learns. Sharp is a good gun, expensive ammo. I want a K2 500 diesel back. Damn, I don't even know what the hell that is. 78 F-150 step 12-inch 12. No idea what that is. Black cars matter. Oh, shit. Here we go. GoFundMe. I drive a black Jeep. Ryan. Shame on you. Australian boomers drive their Jeeps to the gym and dream of being an American and free. Oh, man, that's kind of sad. I like my Australian brothers and sisters over there. Shit. I wanted a white one, but black one came my way. That's what she said. I love and hate black Ford F-150. The little Ford Fiesta was a good car. 6'8". He had headroom. Wow. Really? I love those kits on the van. Lester ate an ostrich. Did he really? Raw or cooked? He freaking murdered a little baby ostrich. I'm going to give him shit. Rick isn't a car guy. Yeah, I wouldn't say I was a car guy. I would agree with that. I mean, I have opinions and experience with cars, but I wouldn't say I was a car guy. If you see a Jeep upside down, somebody is inside waiting to get turned over. That's another thing about Jeeps. They're high center of gravity and they high center. We'd go through things and we would be hitting deep dumps. That freaking Jeep would high center every time we hit, even with the big tires and the big high lift. And if it got a little bit over, it would freaking flip every time. I mean, they turn over so damn easy. But I guess if a bunch of women are driving them around like this, giving their blinker, beep, 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 and turning, they probably don't turn over too much. But if a guy drives a Jeep, it's going to turn over, okay? Wanting a black car, buy it. Day you sell it. Yep. Colt revolvers. What? Colt Dragoon revolvers. Texas. What the hell does that mean? They have semi-automatics on the highway patrol, don't they? The same assholes that write "wash me" are the same dude that spray themselves with Lysol. Good one, Lee. Dude, that used to piss me off when you come out. If you write on a window, it's not a big deal. But when you write it on the paint, you're literally just scratching that shit into the paint. Now, if you want to write Trump for president on some liberal's black car, I think that would be kind of funny. Lesser and ate ostrich egg. Oh, poor little ostrich egg. Lost 4 cats have been great. What? Last 4 cats have been great. We went from car color to cat color. RCMP quashing peaceful. Yeah, the RCMP is a freaking arm of the government. I mean, I've never thought they were that great. They do some FBI and our police shit. They're no different. I've got a couple videos of some horses up over here. Let's see. Those who have the privilege to know have a duty to act. This is why government and YouTube doesn't want you to know. Because if you have values and morals and integrity and you know something is wrong, you will speak out and stand up. So the way evil, tyrannical businesses and government stops that is they stop free speech. They stop the ability for anyone to know. But I digress. Protesters on horseback participate in Freedom Convoy. Horses walking down the road here. I saw some bits. I got to do a horsey video on that one. Why Biden administration wants to hand out smoking kits. Isn't that great? Smoking kits. The government sued tobacco manufacturers for millions of dollars, by the way, which the taxpayers got none of. They sued these manufacturers for millions of dollars, made them do these public service announcements saying smoking is bad, made them print on cigarette packages smoking causes cancer, totally fucked the cigarette company because they were making profit in a free enterprise business and idiots were buying their product and tough shit. The government got involved, took all this money, made millions off the cigarette company, and now the government is taking your tax dollars to give away safe smoking kits. And people are like, we need to just vote more and we need to reach and we need to. No. We need to fucking say enough's enough, period. I'm tired of your lies. I'm tired of your bullshit. Enough is enough. So the Air Force has to pay $230 million for the victims of that church shooting because they failed to enter. Some dude assaulted, had a domestic violence charge in the military, and the military cops and the OSI failed to report it to the feds, and then he would have been ineligible by a gun. So what a guy fucking buys a gun and shoots up a fucking church and kills people, and somehow $230 million is paid by government taxpayers because they felt, not because the guy's a piece of shit. The guy's parents didn't lose their house. The guy's parents weren't sued or had to pay anything. No. It's the Air Force that didn't file something that would make it illegal for them to buy a gun. Meanwhile, the government is selling guns to people they know don't exist and sending them across the border in Operation Fast and Furious to have people killed. And that's not a problem. But this is a $230 taxpayer problem, $230 million. I am just so tired of the fucking lies and misdirection on how anybody can believe anything government says. And I got idiots coming here. Rick, you're just anti-government. Whatever. You're a fucking idiot. Come here with that bullshit. Biden administration distribute crack pipes. Too many women in the wrong places. Norwegian Navy edition. This is a funny article. They got all these women for affirmative action in charge of a boat and all this shit, touting how good they are. They're celebrating more women in recruiting and all that. Look where the boat ended up. Isn't this great? Accident, frigate, women captain, women in charge. Women were all promoted because of their sex and what bathroom they use, not because of their abilities, not for anything, only because they're women. And now the boat ends up like this. Taxpayer money. People died. Nah, it's all right. Look, we need to be PC, Rick. Why are you always cracking on PC? Because it's fucking stupid. Freaking crazy. All right. What's this guy? California sheriff remains free to rob armored cars. So this fucking sheriff is pulling over armored cars with cash and has seized over $1 million from these armored cars. And somebody got a restraining order on his ass to stop him. This is criminal to me. And they're just looking at free money. They know this armored truck picks up money from a pot growing business that's legal, and they want the money as proceeds from the pot business. So they stop the armored car and steal their fucking money. He's done it several times, and evidently some judge put a TRO, a temporary restraining order, on him, and another judge, I think, overturned it or failed to do it. They seized during 2 of the stops, making their total worth more than $1 million, which was transferred to the FBI so the Justice Department could pursue forfeiture under federal law. when the sheriff's department will get to keep 80% of the money. This is how you turn a standing army, our law enforcement. This is when people come here and go, man, the sheriffs, they're all good. No, they're fucking not. They're government. And unless they're holding check by the people, they get fucking stupid. This is a sheriff fucking stealing money from an armored car so he can get 80% of the money for himself. This motherfucker needs to be in prison, in my book. It's bullshit, but whatever. Where we at here? How fast can a bull? Oh, I think I already looked at that one. All right. 2 hours and a half. I'm almost done with this wine. I'm going to start chugging. Hell, I could probably chug this, but this glass is deceiving because this is a big-ass glass. So it may have only looked like I had like this much in here, but that was almost a half a bottle of wine. So that if you think I'm milking this and I'm drinking it slow, I probably am, but that's a lot of wine. This is 2, maybe 2.5 of regular glasses of wine because this glass is so big. And the reason why red wine glasses are big is because you're allowed to spin it and it lets air in there and it aerates it and makes it more full or whatever. Because when it's in a bottle, airtight, it changes the taste when it gets air. That's why they say let it breathe. Or you get your little legs here on the side. I don't know if you guys with the legs are coming up here. But big wine glasses, you want that for red wine. But for white wine, because it's cold, you have the smaller glasses. Also, it has something to do with the bigger the glass. It puts the wine, when you take a drink, it puts it more to the back on these glasses. A smaller glass, you can drink it like this. But with the bigger glasses, you tend to tilt back, and it puts the wine back. Little wine connoisseur talk there for you. Not that I know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, all right, where are we at here? My sis has a wine glass the size of a fish bowl. 5 o'clock free crack giveaway. Hey, fucker, why are you in a hurry to leave? Because I can't do these marathon thing. I went on your freaking live the other night and stayed there for 3 or 4 hours, and these are just getting too long. And then tomorrow I'm going to have a lot of people say, hey, man, I would like to watch your live, but I just don't have 4 or 5 hours to waste. And I get it. I mean, 3 hours is long. 2.5 hours is a long freaking time. So the longer they go, they kind of, the worse it is for me and for people viewing it later. And, you know, if I have to delete it, all the content is gone. So good night. Somebody's already leaving. That's what she said, Rick. What did she say? Nice bug shield, Rick. Thanks. Pony bottle. Rick, hope you have a nice rest of the weekend. Let me catch up, Rick. Catch up on what? Sorry, just got home. Oh, man, you missed it. Shit. We've already solved the war. Russia went to war. All during the live, we saw the first bullets fly across the border. Go back and watch. Highway robbery. Thanks, Wap. I'm late. You are a little late. Civil asset forfeiture. It's bullshit. It's gotten way out of control. Again, like most things in government, it starts out as a good intention and it sounds good. We had a lot of drug cartels and drug businesses who were making millions, who owned homes, who owned businesses, and they made it all off illegal money that they didn't pay taxes on, didn't report to the IRS, and they made all this money. Seizing their assets when you caught them was a good thing. Fuck them. However, now it's turned into, how can we seize any dumb motherfucking American's assets and we'll just say it's a good thing? It's bullshit. I mean, we've lost our fucking government. And I just don't understand how people can't. I don't even know who our sheriff is. Police are standing army. I know. The Rock. Who? Oh, I can't say that name. I think I can show the comment, but I can't say the name. YouTube will strike me. Hey, Texan, have a good night. Y'all too have a good night. Thanks for coming. How do you feel the next morning after you're live? I feel all right if I don't get out of here like 11. When I get out here at 11, because when I leave this live, I have to go downstairs. I have to update all this shit, which I'll usually do later. But I'll go downstairs. I'll check on my horses because it's been a couple, 3 hours. I like to check on them, see what they're doing. I go check the water. Tonight it's getting down to 24. So I covered my water faucets before I came up here, and I turned on their heater. So I'm going to check to make sure the heater on the water is working. I might throw them a little bit of hay, check on Moki Cat, make sure everything's kind of tidy down around the ranch here. Come in. I still need to go take a shower. I didn't take a shower before I came. I was going to take a shower before I came up here, and I went, screw it. I was doing a couple things and messing around. I was like, I got up here just in time to do it. So I still need to go take a shower, and then after I do all that, then I'll take a shower, then I'll sit down. Then the wine will start wearing off because right now I'm feeling like a little relaxed and loose. And if I went and laid down right now, I'd probably fall asleep pretty quick. But by the time I go take a shower, do all this other shit, I'll be awake. I just had some wine. I'll drink some water. Then I'll have to pee. And, in the middle of the night, 2 a.m. So, these lives are kind of tasking. Rick, why are you bitching? Why don't you just leave? Well, I'm just telling you what it entails. A lot of people don't understand. They just think, why don't you just go live? Why don't you have fun? What? All right, where are we at here? Biden attacked who? Some little girl, like he always attacks. Loom. Dude, if I was good with editing, I would have had that dude spraying himself. That would be a great commercial of the Loom. If somebody's good at editing, they should re-edit that video and make that a can of Loom and put the background of those girls saying, if you have stink and if you have stinky in your cracks and all cracks, you can spray yourself with Loom, and show a picture of this dude with the freaking Lysol with a can of Loom. That would be freaking classical. Oh, Rick, you sound like a woman. See, I can't even share my feelings. You guys are going to call me a woman. That's bullshit, man. I'm trying to be a man here. A man who is in state. I got nuts. I got balls. You calling me a woman? It's not fair. Steve has a very. Oh, does he? I hope he's against it. I would think he would be. Great cheesecake recipe. Oh, dude, that's a great. You know what? I was thinking of that cheesecake today. Like, man, I should have made one of those. Because I told my neighbors when they moved in, I'd bring them one of my cheesecake, and I never have. And I was like, shit, I should go to the store and give them that so they could eat it during the Super Bowl and hang out. I could go to the store in the morning and grab the shit and make it, but you need 8 hours in a refrigerator after you cook it so it cools and solids up. If you cut it too soon, it's not as good as warm. It just loses a lot of it. So you have to cook it. And after you cook it, put it in the refrigerator overnight for at least 8 hours for it to get solid cold all the way through. Rick's not crooked enough for politics. I don't think you have to be crooked. Just grab some Loom. For my shower. I don't need to take a shower. I think I got a can of Lysol up here. Maybe I don't need to take a shower. You're getting ready to sign off. Good night. Thanks for the laughs. Good night, everybody. Okay, Rick, you're 50 BNG. Elizabeth, did you give me a 50 BMG, girl? You go, girl. She's sending me a 50 BMG. You know I'll be doing a video when that sucker comes in. Don't tease me, Elizabeth. I've been teased by women my whole life. Get all excited. Things start popping up. Next thing I know, I'm sitting home by myself crying. Don't do that to me, Elizabeth. Hey, come people. I can't say how much I truly enjoy these live nights. You know what? I really do. Although I'm bitching, I kind of enjoy it because I don't get out much. I don't interact. And you people are like-minded. I love the comments. I got a funny, educated audience. I usually learn shit that I didn't know. We talk about some weird things. I like my lives too. I mean, I really do. Or I wouldn't do them at all. Believe me, if I didn't like them, I wouldn't do them. But I mean, they are kind of they're a little bit more tasking than even I would have thought. Baby the horses. I do baby my horses. Thanks for coming Saturday night. No, Russia's not attacked, but Biden did. Don't tell them that. I want to go watch the video. Rick, it's a waste. You don't get into politics, you know. I don't think you need to know much to be in politics. You just got to have common sense. You got to live. You know, there was a sheriff in California that would not hire a sheriff till he was 30 years old. He says until a guy's 30 years old, he hasn't experienced enough of life, loss, He doesn't know enough responsibility. He doesn't know how to deal with power or how his actions influence other people. And because of that, he would not hire a cop till they were 30. And he had a pretty good agency. And most of the cops were pretty level-headed. They weren't hot dogs. They weren't, young kids trying to get their shootings in and their freaking bust in and all that. So it was a pretty good philosophy, I thought. But I don't think you need to be smart to be in politics. You need to be a good American. You need to know our history. You need to understand our founders and our Constitution and understand that people want limited and less government. And just because you have government power and authority to do something doesn't mean you have to or you should. Matter of fact, the best government is the one that stays out the most, that makes themselves small and that doesn't get involved. That's the best government everywhere and anywhere. If you ask anybody, you never hear, I wish my government was more involved in my life. You just don't hear it. And if you do, they're a fucking dumbass socialist liberal that has no life experience, that doesn't know. You might hear from these college brainwashed idiots that don't know any better, but you will never hear that from somebody that's experienced life, taxes, loss, government intrusion. You just won't hear it. So to me, it's just common sense to be a decent politician. Why does it have to be this? I mean, nobody claims our politicians need more training. When politicians fuck up everything every day, every week of every year, nobody says they need more training. Every time a cop does something, I hear these fucking idiots out here, they need more training. It's not training. It's accountability. Our politicians fuck us not because they need more training. It's because they aren't held accountable, and there's no term limits, and there's no personal buy-in. They don't have to live under the rules. They get special treatment, special guards, special gun permits, special ways to avoid the law, like YouTube, get special non-suit protection. When people have special privileges, powers, and protections, they don't give a fuck about the people that have to live with all that bullshit. That's the problem with politics. Damn, I went off before I got off. I was all in my happy place. I'm actually in my happy place even when I'm bitching, but whatever. All right, let me get the hell out of here. Where am I at? 2 hours and 46 minutes. All right, I can probably finish this in 15 minutes. We'll make this a 3 hour. So let's bring up some last minute comments because I've covered all my tabs. I've covered everything I want to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? I'm starting at the bottom. I'm going to say clearest dreams of thoughts. Clearest dreams of thoughts. What? Is that what I just said? I want to hear, but you got to beat by you. What? Pacer, Ford Pinto. That's what y'all want to talk about? Rick, do you think the Warsaw 10 AK variant? I think I might have. Oh, no, I don't have. Is the Warsaw 10 the 308 round? I think I might have a couple of AKs that are supposedly the Warsaw, but I'm not sure. I'm not up with all the different AKs I got. I got the mini and the micro and the pistol and the folding stock and the full size. Couple Arsenals. Arsenal is a brand that makes AK. Breaking a penis? We've already talked about. We're not talking about that again. New pandemic, the independent variant. I can't be talking about that either. YouTube is fucking crazy on that topic. Politicians, rules for thee, not for me. We have so many moving to Florida. Some of the common states are asking government assistance to get here. I'm telling you, man, if Florida and Texas invested one-way tickets to Hawaii, New York, and California for all illegals, you get here, as soon as we know you're illegal, we're giving you a $500 voucher and a one-way ticket to your choice. Florida, or not Florida, New York or California. Take your pick. Where do you want to go? Give them that one-way ticket and $500 and make it the liberals' problem. They want it. They love it. And they think it's so fucking great. Every conservative state ought to be sending their fucking illegals with money and one-way tickets to these fucking left-wing states. That's how you solve the problem. Nobody wants to fucking do it because they don't want to be called a racist. They don't want to be called bad or mean, or I don't give a fuck. What have you heard about Beto O'Rourke being pro-gunner? Yeah, he changed his story. I was going to do a video on that. That motherfucker 1 year ago was saying, I'm coming to take your AR and your AK. I'm going house to house. And now that motherfucker is saying, I want to protect the Second Amendment. Fucking lying piece of shit, left wing. Anybody that votes for the left wing don't give a shit what their people say. They don't care if they're honest, and they don't care if they're going to keep their word. They are just voting, has hate for the right, hate for conservative, hate for big business, hate for the mean whitey, hate for the racist, whatever. They hate because the left only teaches hate. And that's why they vote for these fucking idiots on the left. Not one of them has anything to run on that I've got a history where I made my place better. Every fucking left-wing person has made their place fucking worse. And it's been worse for fucking 10, 20 years. But it doesn't matter because they don't vote for better. They don't vote for accountability, and they don't vote for something better. They vote against all the names that the left has programmed against the right. Let's talk about sex. What do you want to talk about? Soccer playing, kick. I imagine your happy place is bitching. Yeah, sometimes I am. I mean, I would say I like to bitch, but I hate fucking bullies and I hate fucking government that intrudes. And I mean, I'm outspoken about shit that I'm not happy about. Let's talk about the apocalypse. Yeah, well, you know what? When it happens, it happens. I'm ready. I don't care. Let it happen. Solar flare, giant tidal wave, fucking Russian war. I don't give a fuck. Bring it on. I'm tired of fucking talking about it. If you don't control your government, another government will control that motherfucker. Ask the Japanese how they feel. Ask the people who lived in Nagasaki how they feel about letting their government run their fucking life. Ask them how they felt when that nuke was dropped up their ass and killed all those people if they think it was a good idea to just let your government do what it fucking wants. You know what? If you don't control your fucking government, another government will control their ass and you ain't going to like it. So whatever. You get what you get. I don't give a fuck anymore. I got my fucking guns and I'm going to make it. So I don't care. You're going to be a sorry motherfucker if you come my way. We'll just end that there. Not that I promote violence or think that violence is a good thing. Sex on Valentine's Day. Do it. Wayne's World Pacer. The 9 most terrifying AIDS. We're from Governor here to help. Rick, I put a link to your horsey bird video so you can know what birdies are in your yard. You know what? A lot of people told me. I read all the comments on that. The red-bellied woodpecker, the red-headed woodpecker, and a couple other birdies. It was pretty interesting. I got a lot of bird people on my horsey channel, and I posted a few videos of all my birds here. So they gave me all the intel on them. Will Biden give up stimulus checks? You know what? I just got a notice from fucking the government telling me I better fucking not forget to file my stimulus checks because it was income and now I got to pay taxes on it. Isn't that just like the government? You need fucking help. We fucked up the whole crisis. We've shut down the country. We've scared the fuck out of people. And we won't let people go to work and make money. Groceries are fucking going through the roof. We're going to save you and send you $200 fucking dollars. And now, 6 months later, they send me a fucking letter. You better report that $200 because you owe fucking taxes on it. And we're taking back 50% of that shit. Fucking government. The motherfuckers, I hate them. I'm just tired of them. And somebody will be here defending them. Government's good. And without them, we wouldn't have roads. Shut up, you fucking crybaby idiots. Lester's ostrich. I know I saw the video where he put the music in the background. And Carl came over and his little girl laid down for him and he got on top of her and did the bang-a-wang on her. And it was freaking great. I loved it. That was a great video. Warsaw 10 is Romanian. Yeah, I got a couple Romanian AKs, I think. Beto, he's a freaking punk. How is Pat? Pat's okay. I talked to him today real quick. He was on the way to do something. Great show. I will vote for you. Truth will not be. I'm freaking over Valentine's Day. Hey, somebody just sent me some money. Arsenals go for dollars. Do they really? I think I paid $900 for one of mine, and I thought that was pretty expensive when I got it. But it's a pretty nice AK. Rick, how do I get to your webpage? I have a couple things I want to find out about. Thinklikeacop.org, O-R-G. Thinklikeacop.org. It's right here. Right here. If you look at the top. Think like a horse. Is that Think Like a Horse? No, Think Like a Cop. My horse channel is thinklikeahorse.org. My dog channel or my police channel is thinklikeacop.org. And some people overseas said they can't have access to my website. So I think there's a way that I can make my website into a PDF. I have to do a little research, but I'm going to make my website into a PDF. So all the pictures and all the things will be there. And then I'm going to upload the PDF to a Google share file, and I'm going to share that. So if I don't do that video, somebody remind me that you need to do your website PDF video. And so I'm going to do a video on my website. I can't show a lot of things on my website on YouTube, but if you want to get access to my website, a lot of places overseas have blocked it. So when I make it into a PDF, I'm going to share it in Google. You can probably get access to Google, download the PDF, and then you can have access to the website. So that's the way I'm going to try and fix that from these pesky censoring pieces of shit governments. AKs for the block to stop the threat. What do you do in your free time? What free time? Watch TV or sit on my ass. I don't work out enough and I don't do enough exercise. That's for damn. My uncle has a charter company. Been using buses for anyone use Lysol. Good night, Gump Peeps. The hospice nurse took the launch codes away from Demented Joe. California, New York has enough problems. Did you see the comedian that said he had a triple jab and Jesus loves her the most and then immediately passed down? No, I didn't see that. Oh, shit. I did a video where I was cleaning some of my knives and my bayonets. I just haven't posted it yet. I get goodies for the kiddos. That's the Ukraine thing is a distraction from the real issues. My head is crooked. What? My head is crooked. I love my Warsaw 10. Rick has more testosterone than most men. That's a great idea. Love this live. Y'all sleep tight. Thanks for the live. Thank y'all for coming. It wouldn't be much of a live. I didn't have all my great people here giving me shit to crack on a receiver hitch. Cry me a fucking river. Uh-oh. Was that to me, Bonnie? Am I crying? Beto's a rat. He's a big stinky ass. Thinklikeacop.org. That's the yeah, but think like a cop is one word, no spaces. Sitting ducks. Beto. Hey Rick, you think Putin's scared of our pink barbecue? No, I don't think so. Crooked, pretty accurate. A one-way ticket to DC would be okay too. Beto drives a pink Jeep. All roads lead to Parliament House. Sex on Valentine's Day. Do you wait for night? Just buy roses. Man, I'm telling you, man, roses are so freaking expensive. Every time I was with a girl doing Valentine's Day, I'd buy them a dozen roses. And it was just every year it went up and up. I mean, I don't know what a dozen roses cost now, but they used to be, I mean, if you just got like a dead flat rose or something, but if you got any type of little white shit that made it look nice and made it look like a bouquet, it was always close to $100 freaking for a dozen of roses. It's like crazy. And then that one girl threw him a freaking way because her ex-husband gave her roses every time he cheated on her. And I was like, that's my motherfucking hard-earned money and you don't even give a shit about my motherfucking flowers? Fuck. I better be getting some good pussy tonight because that you just threw my fucking roses away for no reason. Beto liberal chump. Chump. They still use that word? I'm 1,000% a bitcher. I like Ford. They never took bailout money. You know, I did kind of like that about them too, is they didn't take that money. But there's things I don't like about them. I'm kind of new world ordered out because I keep hearing it. I keep telling us a big plan. Everything's connected. I mean, I'm just tired of hearing new world order, Illuminati, Masons, the Jews. I keep hearing all these freaking excuses for all the problems. It's just government accountability. Stop electing and keeping politicians in office that are fucking crooked and they're not freaking Americans. Period. Sam, never heard of that AK, Sam 7. Michael, you're dumb. What army used? Never. The AK was an automatic weapon that they changed to be semi-automatic. The AR is a semi-automatic that they changed to be automatic. So when people try to confuse the two, or the AK and the AR, the AK was designed as an automatic weapon. The AR was designed as a semi-automatic weapon. The AR will shoot automatic and the AK will shoot semi-automatic. But they were designed for specific things. I'm not sure whether that makes them good or bad, but the AK was never designed for accuracy. The AR was designed for more accuracy, shooting one round quickly, whereas the AK was designed to multiple rounds. You don't have to be that accurate. And that's why the accuracy thing that everybody wants to hate on the AK about, it's not very accurate. My AR is much more accurate. Well, yeah, your AR has a longer barrel and it was designed to be more accurate. History of Ford, World War II. Here we go. They built Jeeps. Elizabeth, holy shit. Elizabeth, damn, don't be giving YouTube money. Thank you. But freaking Google's going to take that shit. Thanks a lot. That's very nice of you. Wow. That's really nice. If you don't control your government, it will control it. Oh, believe me. I just heard an owl out there. I got an owl outside. Woo, woo, woo. Man, he was loud. I don't know if he was a flyby or if he landed in a tree. Are you hearing him? You probably can't pick him up. Hopefully he's not sitting on Smokey or the rabbit. Hey, don't chase my rabbit. Eat all the mice you want. Don't chase my rabbit. You know what? I got to go check on that. I got to end this because it sounds like you might have something. And if it's a rabbit, I don't want it to be my rabbit. Hey, I got to go. Y'all have a good one.